All right. Hello, good evening, everybody. It is the next installment of the Race to Atlantis. I'm Kraken, also known as your Bilgerat, your captain, and your dungeon master. We're here to have fun tonight. So, introductions. Top of the order to the bottom, please.
Hi, I suppose this is me. My name is Magic, and today I am playing a 5-year-old child by the name of Messo, so yeah, we're gonna have fun tonight.
Um, Hi, I'm Tala. I'm going to be playing the robot with horrifically repressed emotional trauma. This will be a good night.
How little that narrows it down.
Oh shit, we got two of them.
Okay, hi, my name is Breaks, and I've just basically joined the crew. It's the Sam, the Rage Orb, as he is affectionately titled in my D&D Beyond page. Yeah, essentially the party's unwilling healer. Or unwilling healer. There we go.
Sam, our beloved. I'm last on this list then. Hello there. I am the jazziest AAA battery this side of the county line, or just Jazz for short. I'm here to cause problems on purpose. Maybe. We don't know yet. I'm playing Little Joe. He's a bastard. We'll see how...
You certainly try. All right. So, last we left off, a lot had happened in a very short span of time. The long and the short of it is, yeah, you found your unwilling healer, currently restrained in Messo's loving grip. And Vinny is back from being in two pieces back to one piece, and a big old door is now open further into the rest of the ruins you're going through. So, do you guys continue?
You know the answer for me.
Yep, going right on ahead.
Going on in. The dust has faded. It's settled down from this really quite ancient door creaking open. You get the sense this thing hasn't moved in, oh god, a while. It's been so long, guys. This place is falling apart. You're half surprised the door worked.
Boy, the older they are, the worse they are.
Words of wisdom from the literal Indiana Jones robot. Oh no.
Anything that manages to survive that long in conditions like these are not to be messed with.
Bilgerat does not comment. He doesn't like it, but he just nods, like he knows exactly what you're talking about.
I don't know. You can mess with anything if you really want to.
I suppose, if you're fine with dismemberment. I think I've had enough for today.
Yeah, maybe. Beyond this door, it's another room. Do people run a roll perception?
Perception time.
Perception time. What have we walked into?
Mickey Staple rolled a fucking C.
11.
Yeah, that's the wrong command.
Well, both of them were good either way.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Everyone except the child is seeing good. Meso, I think you're a bit preoccupied with your new toy friend.
Yeah, just please imagine.
Cat. It's a cat.
Please just imagine angry screeching in the background for all of this.
It is a coconut-shaped cat. That is all this is.
Messo holding Sam, who is just like hitting his face, like, "Hi, do you like coloring?"
my belongings.
Oh. But beyond this room, Briggs, I got a brief description of you on it, but I don't know if you want to take over. What is it people are perceiving, especially, holy shit, Bilgerat Nat 20.
What you see is the ruins of what looks to be like a somewhat important room. There is an altar sort of in the middle. And off to one side, you see what looks to be the, like a very long-lived-in little camp. About Sam-sized.
Huh.
How big is this room?
Um, I'm gonna say New York apartment-sized.
No, so it is very.
Yeah, I'm just going to assume that's not good.
I don't know what that means.
It's
Good for Sam. When
Very, very, very small. New York apartments have
Oh.
very, very, very small square footage. They're notorious for that.
Oh.
like, how comfortable are we all fitting in here?
you could all fit. You probably wouldn't want to add too many more people in here. So this is apparently, from what you can guess, the site of ceremonies where there would be very few kind of like higher, probably very important people performing ceremonies here.
Little Joe's immediately checking out the altar.
Yep.
I'm
Gotta
assuming
see if there's
jumped
anything.
past anyone, considering I'm assuming he was leading because that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I've just
Yeah.
been assuming Little Joe's leading because he's dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah, Vinny's just given up.
yeah. So he's checking out the altar. Do you know
Let's see.
anything about it?
On the altar, there is sort of an odd oblong shape at its center. It's like most of this room, like most of the altar at least, is covered in dust. There are hieroglyphics that kind of like lead in, drawing the eye onto the altar, and you assume this odd shape, which, unlike everything else, most everything else in the room, is dust-free.
I think Bilgerat is small space, trying to muscle over, get past the robots. Might be a bit too small to quite look at this, depending on how tall it is. He's on his tiptoes. I'm just going to say he's on his tiptoes. Just like, okay, is it empty? What is it? Is it valuable?
Oh. You were gonna say something, Briggs?
Just that, like, Sam has, like, quieted down and is, like, watching you guys now, like, when you get close to the altar.
Considering it's pretty dust-free, I assume Sam must have been attending to it.
I might have misconstrued. You said there was an oblong shape, like, sitting on top, or is it, like, carved into the altar?
It's sitting on top, in the center.
Okay. Then, if Bilgerat asks, Little Joe does just try to pick it up. if it's an object that can be picked up, it's hard. But, at the very least, he touches it, definitely.
You touch the oblong shape?
Yep.
It moves slightly. From what you're looking at, it seems to be... It seems like it has parts that you could move.
Then...
Like...
Oh.
Like it's... I'm trying to think of, like, the best analogy. Like like a Transformers toy that's in like car shape, but you're unfamiliar with it.
What's it made out of?
Stone.
So they're like pieces that like shift a little, just
Yeah.
varying direction. Okay.
Yes. So
Um. That he will. Actually, you know what? He's probably just gonna. He's not even gonna say anything. He's just gonna keep fucking with it unless someone else comes over.
Bilgerat, once again on tippy toes, can't quite see what he's doing, but takes a little hop and just tries to like smack a hand to contribute.
And can Vinny like just pick him up and put him on the altar to help?
Vinny can.
And Vinny shall.
What? Hey,
Trying to help out, short stack.
yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, Vinny, if you just very quickly put him on the altar, he just brushes himself off, just like, okay, mate, say something next time. But yeah, all right.
Oh, sure thing, Captain.
Yeah.
So, Sam is reaching for his hammer space. Okay, and there's now a boomerang in his hand.
Oh.
Is it back?
Hey, what you got there? With him to knock off his aim.
And Bilgerat, that's all the warning you get. It's
Excellent.
flung at your head.
Yeah, that hits. You beat him.
For 6 healing damage. You are plonked in the coconut by a coconut with a boomerang, and the boomerang goes back to Sam's hand, and he just
Breaks. Can I try catching it?
go for it. This is roll acrobatics if you'd like, or sleight of hand.
Okay, hold on. I need to look at my modifier.
With a 10,
wait,
I
you know
don't
what?
think Bilgerat stays on the altar.
That's amazing.
That's a 7. I don't think Messo catches it, but he definitely tries.
Okay. Like, Sam catches it and then smacks Messo in the face with the boomerang before putting it away. For,
You
nice
want-
damage.
Hey.
Do you want backup, Captain?
Yes.
All right. And back up on the altar he goes.
Out comes the boomerang. Oh, boy. Messo, would you like to try it then?
Messo's going to turn Sam in the opposite direction. Probably go over to the small camp that Sam apparently set up. What's wrong with him sitting on the table thing anyway?
Yeah, there's continued mutterings, and like as Sam is trying to twist it so you can see like over you, get a clear shot.
Has anything further happened? Because Little Joe has just been continuously fucking with the tape on
Roll me some investigation.
the investigation.
Bilgerat would also be doing investigation before poking things.
Vinny would be trying investigation, but
Absolutely.
Oh.
That's nice. That's good. Okay, so a 19, a 12, a 13. All right. Little Joe, since you actually have the height advantage here, you've had more time to play around with it. You find that you can maneuver some of the pieces. You see what looks to be like. You find as these pieces like lock out, like it's very intricately carved, and each thing is like they're very it's like a Matryoshka doll almost, of like little carved pieces that each are able to fold out one on the another, and with Bilgerat and Vinny helping out, you're able to unlock it into this form of like an octopus, and while the main body is stone, as you were unfolding it, each of the 8 limbs is made of a different precious gem material.
Well, I'll be damned.
So, Vinny, remind me the ethics of taking valuables from old runes. Because this looks very shiny and I do want it.
Uh,
If you would like to be haunted by angered spirits, then go right on ahead. This looks like it could sell for quite a bit.
Joe roll to take one of them out. While this conversation is happening.
I guess like if you're trying to avoid like them seeing sleight of hand. Okay, yeah. Like
He's already removing the gemstone.
well,
You don't even
yeah,
remember.
The septopus that is left on the altar stands resplendent. You've now got a very small articulated moonstone tentacle.
I will say, he's not entirely trying to hide it, like he's holding it up to his face at this point. But if Bilgerat or Vinny look at him, well, notice he's not. Not that.
Nothing you noticed happens. As a
That's
result
not
of this.
ominous.
A D&D
So-
player's favorite sentence.
I'll try taking another one.
Are you bothering to hide it at this point?
I'm gonna roll sleight of hand again because I just want to see how many times he can do this before Bilgerat and Vinny notice he's taking them.
He just looks at the octopus and like, oh, did it have more arms?
Well,
Probably. Just the wind.
The turquoise tentacle joins the fray.
I think Vinny and Bilgerat are debating the ethics of temple
Taking Joe's
pilfering, and little Joe's just doing it.
What is that, sectopus? It's a six-limbed creature. Septopus, sectopus, quadrupus.
Alright, he rolled a 10 for the third one, so I'm assuming they noticed that one.
Yeah, that hits the
Yeah.
passive perception.
Yeah.
The emerald tentacle comes away with a loud ping.
Alright.
Huh? Oh. Has anything?
Look, there's a
Have you
quadrupus
felt
test.
anything, Joe?
Nah.
Hmm.
You can clearly see the other two in his other hand.
I think the important question is, how successful is Messo at stopping Sam from seeing this?
Let me see.
I mean, Messo's only goal was to go over to the little campsite and like ask Sam like if he wants to take anything, because apparently Sam is joining this quest.
Sam has joined your party.
Kidnapping this man. We're just kidnapping this
Yeah.
man.
We're kidnapping, we're stealing ancient artifacts, we're invading his home. We're the good guys.
Messo's,
Like
to
the
be
good old
fair-
days.
to be fair, Messo is 5. He is
Oh,
5.
that is so cute.
Messo has obtained a free cat.
Yeah, you see around like when you get closer to the campsite, you can see that the wall next to the campsite is covered with little chalk tally marks.
How long have you been in here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
While Messo's like distracted, like Sam is like just like scrabbling it with the stuff that's in the campsite, just trying to grab at anything, everything. How far can Messo count?
I don't know. Hold on.
I'm gonna check. Can Messo count as high as all the tally marks there are?
Oh, they go, they go a little bit beyond your Messo's knowledge of the numerical system at the moment.
According to this roll, Meso can count to 4.
No.
There are many, many tallies.
I think I lost count. Hold on. 1.
Can I continue taking joke turns?
Um,
Nothing's happened so far, so he's not going to stop.
Okay. If you're gonna take it, you end up with a moonstone, a turquoise, an emerald, a lapis, a ruby, an amethyst, garnet, and the last one is a what's it called? It's the green poisonous one. Malachite.
Malachite, yeah. Do we just end up with a de-tentacled lump of rock in the center?
Yep.
And,
You know,
give
it
us
might
those again so I can like note them down.
it might sell for more if we keep the tentacles on. It'll look cooler that way.
I mean, if we're already taking the coconut with us, this is just helping out, right? We're helping Pack.
Sure.
I just thought
Sure.
they looked neat.
I do have to know, Jazz, I realize you said note them down. I heard him melt them down.
No. Little Joe literally just said, I just thought they looked neat.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. Also, that like they wiggle. Like you can put them. You can like play like Wolverine with them. Just put them between your fingers and like wiggle them.
Hey guys, what's the number past 39?
It's 40, Meso.
Oh, 41, 43.
What are you counting? Should we be worried
there are
about
lights
that?
on the wall. 44, 45.
These all down. Okay, so lapis lazuli, ruby, garnet, malachite.
Messo
I'm
is
just gonna make up another one.
Messo is crouched on a wall, crouched next to a wall, just counting with his fingers.
I think Bilgerat's gonna go over and see what's going on with that.
Is there anything else interesting about the altar?
You could examine the hieroglyphics around the room.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation, please.
Intelligence. My best stat. That's an 8.
Oof. Okay. Alright, what you are able to notice, again, it kinda. What you do notice is that in its outlaid form, when it had the tentacles, it looks like each tentacle would have corresponded with a certain set of hieroglyphics, kind of branching out like the rays of the sun from the altar around the room. And, well, the tentacles sure are gone now, so you don't know which tentacle corresponded to which pie slice. But it seemed to show. Let's see. There is kind of like that large lobstery creature in one pie slice. There is like a school of dolphins in another one, or a pot of dolphins in another one. There are depictions of some smaller creatures riding various fish and such around the way. And they all seem to be facing in towards this octopus figurine.
Does Little Joe at least remember the order he left them in? Like, I would assume he did, but...
History, please.
Okay. Oh boy. Oh, great. I'm assuming that's a... No?
A 16, that's not bad. You don't remember quite all of them, but you do recall that the moonstone was associated apparently with the dolphins. The malachite was associated with the large lobster-like creature. The lapis lazuli kind of seems to be corresponding with a pie slice that looks like a bunch of buildings. The amethyst seems to be depicting a number of people at work. And let's see, the ruby seems to be depicting some sort of conflict.
What was the lobster one again?
The lobster is malachite. The lobster.
I'm taking notes like a good D&D player. What is this?
Thank you, magic.
I will note, is there anything, like, important around this camp? Or has Messo literally just been counting these tally marks the entire time?
Well, Messo's been counting the tally marks and has been fulfilling their arithmetic learning needs for the day. Sam has managed to scrabble up what apparently like a bedroll. I'm gonna say like most of like his general day-to-day, living needs here. Um, so scrabbled up like a hunting trap. There's like a little mess kit. Tried to get to the rope, couldn't get to it. Tinderbox was also out of reach, as was the torch. The the fire pit was out, couldn't get anything there. I was able to grab the water skin. Messo something just appends it behind him onto the top of your head.
Mesa kind of like shakes it off. His hair does not get any flatter. I will note, it doesn't.
Having wandered over, Bilgerat would grab the rope and things Sam apparently couldn't reach.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay, you're free to add them to your inventory.
well, he was gonna give them to Sam.
Okay. Like,
He just
Sam
sort of,
looks at it, and like reaches it.
holds it out warily.
Equally warily reaches out slowly and then snaps them, like real quick. And stuffs them in his hammer space.
Now, Bilgerat can count past 40. I'll say this right now. Could he roll something to see how many tally marks there are?
Sure, go for it.
By the way, I'm assuming these tally marks are like the divisions of 5. Meso has been counting each tally one by one.
I thought so. I hoped so.
Oh yeah, you have no problem.
Bilgerat can count.
Bilgerat can count. The rat can count. Judging from the tally marks, it looks like you're not sure if it's days, weeks, or months, but
It's a lot.
yeah, it's. I think that your new little coerced companion has been living here for years, possibly.
Well, that's depressing. Onwards and upwards.
What's depressing?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
He just mutters to himself, I can't believe that worked. But,
We
are you
gotten
two done over
everything
there?
I would assume so. This does seem to be something of perhaps religious significance, but as far as I can tell, we're not cursed or anything, or we haven't triggered any traps, so I think we could probably just leave if there's nothing else here.
Rat shrugs. Good by him. There is a clearly defined exit just across the other end of the room. And,
Let's go then.
yeah.
Okay, for your interest, what you weren't able to match up the other pie slices.
Alright.
A great wave, trees in the ocean, and a sleeping woman.
Oh, what'd you guys find? Meso now actually walks over to sort of try looking at stuff. He's short though.
Holds out the tentacles for Meso to look at.
We dismembered the octopus.
There was an octopus? By the way, Sam, you could probably see all of this now.
Not anymore, there isn't.
And then it just passes out.
Oh.
Foam coming from, like the foam coming from his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh god.
The coconut can only contain so much rage.
I suppose he has been guarding that thing.
Bilgerat
Terribly
just
sorry, Sam.
looks up at Little Joe. You killed him.
That is a
I thought
shame.
you can't handle a little burglary.
Sam! Sam is being furiously
If this
shaken.
even qualifies. How
Sounds
does
hollow.
someone's been in here?
Here, Meso, I'll see if I can wake him up.
Uh,
Medicine check for that?
yeah, go for it.
Sweet.
While you're doing that, we all turn a corner, and
17.
hey,
Nice. Apparently this little guy is just very tired and needs a little nap.
Oh, he'll be fine. Just give him a bit.
Okay.
being angry takes a lot of energy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
His little body doesn't have much energy to spare. Just like you.
What? I'm full of energy.
As you turn the corner,
Course.
you guys come to a room which you can see the outline of a door, but it's set into the wall and there's no obvious door handle. Kind of more importantly, though, there is a wheel set up on the wall. It's divided into 10 sections, and above it there are a bunch of stones lined up above it, but 7 are aglow. Any more information will need perception checks, but
Alright. Vinny's walking up to that and rolling perception.
Time to roll to see.
4. Messo is short.
We need to stop rolling at the same time.
I think.
why do we all have
14
plus
is fine.
3? I'm gonna call the 14 Vinnies because the rest of these suck. Vinny, Vinny, there are also on this wheel. Let me get my words. Divided into 10, each section has a sort of pictogram or hieroglyph, which, like the rest of the temple here, you can't read, but this wheel sure seems like it can be spun, and the stones above, they're not all glowing at the same intensity. One is really bright, and one is actually kind of quite dim compared to the rest.
Right. She is giving it a spin first and foremost.
Nice. Please roll me a d10.
Okay. 4.
4. All right, let me copy paste this into the chat because, Vinny, please roll me a d6.
Oh.
That's a 6.
So, until you take a long rest, your total hit points, which I believe you're at full after last session. Yeah, instead of having 24 hit points to work with, you now have 18. You can't get those 6 back until after a long rest. Congrats!
Lovely.
You win!
Hieroglyph is I land on.
I don't have clear pictures of what they look like, but I'm just going to say that it's just like it looks kind of like a minus symbol.
As soon as Vinny spins it, they'll just immediately freaking out. Like, yeah, roulette wheel, and he immediately like leaps over and spins it himself.
I don't think you have the endurance to spare for
Shut up.
any negative effects. Of course.
Like he immediately spins it.
Excellent. Roll me a d10. And Vinny, you're probably still paying attention. You'll notice that one of these stones that was glowing above has winked out once you spun. All right.
Yeah.
Little Joe, you've spun the wheel. Another stone's light winks out, and the next 3 times you try to roll hammer space, it will always fumble.
Oh my, let's go.
You're gonna let me roll that. I don't even have a hammer space.
Let me just write down that's what you have.
Well, Hmm. You know, Vinny's just going to assume that they need to get all those lights out, so whatever, another spin.
What? Hey, all right. Vinny, you spin. The wheel lands on a number. You're typing. Excellent. I'll tell you right now. No lights go out. You don't feel anything happen.
Can Little Joe try spinning again?
Yeah, he can.
Does it- does it
But I think
happen?
Bildrat's gonna try and push him out of the way and spin himself.
Does anything happen?
It's
when
his
Little Joe
turn.
spins?
An 8, an 8, an 8.
Oh boy. Does anything happen for him?
Yes, it does.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Little Joe,
no.
roll me a d6, and
Oh, boy.
that's the amount of hours in which you will just be sticky. For 5 hours, anything you touch, it's going to stick to you. You need to roll a strength save in order to pull away or drop it. So, Joe, your hand is now stuck to the wheel.
Ah, no.
Starbucks is feeling the tentacles.
Maybe.
Because I'm gonna have to roll, like, strength to get off the wheel,
Yeah.
spin it, and then keep doing strength to get off the wheel every single time.
At this point, Bildrat's going to try and stop you from spinning the wheel any more times. What are you doing, man? Good God. But unfortunately, I think if Bildrat reaches out to push you,
yeah.
you're sticky.
Does Bildred realize that?
He didn't realize in time.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
There was a hand. One of Bildrat's hand is stuck to Little Joe's side.
Can Vinny try and help pull Bildrat off?
Pulling Bildrat would be the smarter option.
Yeah.
Is little Joe still stuck to the wheel?
Yeah, he hasn't tried yet.
He is looking at Bildrat.
First pulling off Bildrat.
Stop spinning. Like, whatever it is, you're just going to stack negative effects.
Nah. I'm assuming I have to roll strength to pull off the wheel. If I
Yes, you do.
want. Okay.
I'm gonna roll strength to pull Bildrat off.
Oh.
He is still stuck.
Ah.
Oh, right. I'm the only one here with a positive strength modifier.
Oh,
God, I
dear.
forgot about that. Oh, no. What? Hey, I want to spin it too.
No
Come on
need for
then.
that, Meso.
Maybe I gotta get me off first, though.
Okay. Messo is going to try and throw Joe off the wheel.
Oh
Amazing.
Can Vinny give advantage by helping?
no! Yeah. Hey!
Hey!
Hey.
It's just enough. Meso,
Now
with your
Messo's
childish,
little Joe.
your child strength, you yank, you pull. There's like a as Little Joe's hand is pulled off of the wheel. Meso, you are now also stuck to Little Joe.
Is he stuck enough that is he like unstuck enough he can actually reach the wheel though?
Did you pull with both hands?
I mean, one hand is still holding Sam, so.
Yeah, fair enough. You have a free hand. If you want to spin, go for it.
Alright, just going to carefully place Sam on the floor and then I'm gonna spin the wheel. What do I have to roll?
T10.
4!
Isn't that what Vinny rolled for the un-HP?
Yeah. So Meso, also roll me a d6.
Okay!
Meso.
Oh,
Dear.
What is your total amount of points?
So happy.
My lovely sorcerer. Oh, that means you have 11 hit points.
I have 11
Wait.
hit points now.
Oh.
Oh, Meso, no.
Meso, baby.
All right,
Okay,
and
Vinny's just
with
gonna
that,
gently.
another stone winks out, and it's actually the brightly glowing stone. There are now 3 stones.
Vinny's going to just gently push Meso away, like, you really don't need to do it anymore. This will probably hurt you more.
Bilgerat reaches over with his tail and just spins the wheel.
Amazing.
Ooh, a 10.
We're all impulsive.
I was gonna ask if I could roll hammer space for a little bit to pull something out, but then I remembered the other thing he rolled.
I mean,
He is
the first
going to
roll
try.
will fumble, then
Yeah.
all the followings would follow like the 50% rule.
Okay.
Doesn't
So
it
he's
say the
going
next
to
3 will
reach in,
fumble?
but I have to roll on his fumble chart, so give me a second for that.
I'm counting the 3 as like 3 separate occasions.
He pulls out a roll of electrical tape, first of all. And of course, it sticks to his hand. Because the other thing. Someone else get this off!
Hold on. And Meso kind of like reaches up for the electrical tape.
Still being stuck to Joe all the while.
Nope.
Well, while that's going on, Vinny's just gonna try spinning again, see if anything changes.
I wanna spin again.
Uh,
Gotta
Vinny,
find something.
once again, you don't feel anything take. No stones go unlit. Bilgerat rolled. He got a 10, which means I need to
I
roll
will
him.
have Little Joe to like pry the tape off himself and let it just fall back into hammer space.
Yeah. This is all the chaos I wanted. Yes.
Oh, it's great. Let's... Okay.
Holy shit,
Naturally,
that's not
he gets the tape off.
Oh god, what was that D3 for?
Wait, what does he get the tape off with?
I think he just like puts his hand where like his neck is and just kind of like slides it down so the tape falls back into his hammer space.
Oh, that's hilarious. Vinny, I'd like to. Vinny, I'd like to recommend. There is Sam, and Sam has hands.
I hope he fumbles again. All right, let's go.
So, Bilgerat got a 10 on his spin in the meantime, and hits the body swap.
Oh god! Oh no! Oh no!
He swaps with Vinny.
Okay.
Vinny, suddenly you're far closer to the ground. One of your arms is stuck to Little Joe, and your arm is furry, and also Bilgerat's?
Why are there so many moving parts in here?
Bilgerat, meanwhile, was quite taller than he's used to.
I just remembered the thing he fumbled. Little Joe also stuck to his hand because of the other thing. He pulls out just like a really, really ornate, like fancy dagger that is now stuck to it. And the blade has initials engraved on it. It's like EH or something. So there's that now. When did I even get
Brilliant.
this?
This is incredibly uncomfortable.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't...
You can pull off at any time.
No, I meant being a rat.
Hey, this isn't great. Oh, everything's so heavy. Vinny, why is everything heavy?
You're made of metal. Of course, everything is heavy, Captain. Also, I would like to note, Bilgerat, you, assuming all this time Vinny, like, had her little spectral blade out,
Uh-huh.
you hear the very distinct sound of Grolix in your head going, "Oh, dang it, what the fuck? You're not my beautiful Vinny."
Villager's like gesturing with a dagger in his hand.
You're not my minion.
Ah.
Bilgerat in Vinny's body jumps and swings that sword around trying to find who spoke. Who's there? Who else is there? Show your...
Yes,
Else? Who? Look in your damn hands, you stupid little rat.
Vinny? Vinny? Why is your sword talking? Is that what's happening?
Yes, it does that sometimes.
What?
I can't understand it much myself, but
It's Grolix.
does
It's
it
not
say?
that hard. What?
Well, I don't actually know Grolix, Captain.
Hey, Messo, can you get this dagger off?
Sure. Messo also, I did roll while stuff was happening for Messo to get unstuck.
Yeah, Messo's unstuck at the moment.
Hey, wait. Have we swapped, like, physical stats, too? Like, we have each other's?
Yeah, we have each other's strength, dex, and con.
Thanks, kid.
I
Messo,
think
no.
I think I got stabbed with it once. That's probably where I got it from.
I can keep it?
Yeah. I don't know who the initials are, though.
Thank you. Messo, like, kind of, like, holds it. You should not be holding a dagger. You've given a 5-year-old a dagger.
A, that's a dagger. B, it is very ornate and probably worth a lot of money.
I mean, it's not the first expensive thing he's seen.
Alright,
It's
Vinny
like
is...
gold in the hilt, and it's like custom engraved, and the blade is absolutely like shiny as hell. Like,
Again, it's not the first expensive thing he's seen.
I know, but just to add to the image, you're not holding this deck. He fumbles again.
Whoopsie.
How many has that been now? 3?
Meanwhile, Vinny's going to try, pulling herself off of Joe. What's your strength again?
Flat 0.
Flat 0.
Little
That's a 1.
Vinny doesn't know how this
suddenly-
body works.
Yeah.
More stuck.
Gets more stuck.
Does he get more stuck than that one?
Yes.
Have wait, we never rolled the hours. How long are
Yeah,
they stuck like this?
I was
Let me
about to
just-
say,
2 hours.
not terrible.
Could be worse. Not great either.
Neither of them know how long this will last.
Neither of them know how to move their own bodies.
Yeah.
Y'all up for a bit more chaos?
Oh god.
Oh god.
Is Sam gonna wake up?
Little fumbled again, and he pulls out like the top of a pickaxe. God damn it!
Hi, Sam! Are you feeling better now?
Sam throws a boomerang at little. It hits. It sticks.
You know, you could have not done that.
And you take 7 healing damage.
Just like splat on the back of his head.
Yep.
Alright.
You got like. You got like horns. You boomerang horns.
I was gonna make the joke of the boomerang splatting in like an L shape, so Sam's handing him the L for getting stuck.
Oh my gosh, that's good too.
Little Joe tries to get the pickaxe unstuck by like slamming it against the wheel.
I mean, roll strength to see if that works.
Yep. Nope.
Nope.
It does not.
Little Joe is
Joe,
just...
do you need help with that one too?
If you would.
Okay. Messo is going to reach up and attempt to remove the pickaxe. That's a 9. It doesn't.
Too heavy.
Everything is going wrong.
This is everything I could have hoped for. By the by, out of the 7 stones that were lit, there are 2 left.
I just want to spin the wheel again, damn it.
I mean, can't you spin it with the pickaxe in your hand?
Actually, yeah, good question. Is the wheel shaped to, like, in a way where Little Joe can spin it with a pickaxe head?
You know, I'm gonna say yes.
fair enough. I was expecting it was like flat, but if he can roll it with a pickaxe head, then he's gonna do that. So it's a D10 for the wheel. Five again.
It lands
Isn't
on.
that what I rolled last time?
It lands on 5. Little Joe doesn't feel anything happen.
Oh, come on. He's rolling again. He wants to see something new. It's 5 again.
5 and nothing but 5.
I'm already stinking.
Nothing happens. The stones do not change.
Oh god, no.
There we go. Alright. Let's get something new.
That is something that hasn't been landed on before, but unfortunately Joe has already spun twice and he cannot spin again. Nothing happens.
Come on.
Captain, would you be able to help unstick us?
He looks
Okay,
at the
remember
mess.
Earlier, I was busy with a knife on my hand. This is funny as hell, by the way. Both of you are bumbling idiots.
Hey, don't call people idiots.
Bilgerat's looking at the mess that is this growing conglomeration of things and people, and he just says, I barely know how to walk in this clunky thing. I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
I could give you pointers?
I mean, I'm already a mess. That's nothing new.
Hey, Vinny. Vinny, they're in a kind of at the same time as Messo is trying to pull you off. There's suddenly a very angry coconut on your back, pulling you away.
Well,
I guess that does work.
that works.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Slaps you a bit.
Thanks, Sam.
Wow, that feels very different. I did not know ink was this responsive.
Oh, what about this? Messo boops you on the nose.
The nose honks.
This is bizarre, and I am not sure how I feel about this.
Stop hitting my face!
Messo is going to remove the very angry coconut.
Sam is going to try and get away.
20!
20! Net 20! Yeah.
If Bilgerat goes, stop hitting my face, Little Joe goes, and what if I don't? And he immediately takes his sticky hand and smacks it on Bilgerat's nose to remove it.
I'm gonna say that Sam lands on top of the wheel and like poses triumphantly that he got away from Messo, and then the wheel starts spinning.
Excellent. Perfect. Roll a d10.
A 9!
A 9. Holy shit.
Is that a good
Is it?
holy shit or a bad?
This is one of my favorite ones. So, Little Joe is sticky. Sam,
Oh, is he slippery?
you are now slippery. You are now slippery. You know air hockey?
Oh no!
You know air hockey? You are the puck. For 5 hours. Sam, you land on the ground and you just immediately start drifting to one side.
I'm imagining Sam trying to walk and like his legs are just going, but he's still drifting in the wrong direction.
Yes. Yes. And one more stone winks out. There is now one final stone.
I'll try spinning again.
Little Joe used the hand that still has the pickaxe head in it to like bonk Sam towards the other end of the room.
I'm just gonna
Air hockey is
see
doing
if rolling again does anything.
Do I have to roll for that?
That's a 5.
It's just rolled a hit.
Alright.
That's a 5.
It is.
Nothing happens, right?
Nothing happens. Vinny, you've already spun your turn. There's still one person here who hasn't spun. Oh no, Bilgerat is like counting. He's like, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3,
Little Jopa. Or does a 15 hit?
So, yeah, that meets it beats it, so you do bonk.
Alright. Little Jopa on Sam and he starts drifting to the other end of the room.
I thought everyone is spun at this point.
Who is spun twice? If there's 5 of us and there's 10 things to light up, everybody has to spin twice.
There's actually 7 things to light up. 6 have gone dark. Bilgerat is counting, and he's like, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 of us. We've all spun. Who else is here that I don't know about?
Oh, wait. Maybe you could use my sword? I think they count as a person. They are technically one of my bosses.
Bilgerat looks down at the sword in his hand. Okay.
Don't you fucking try it, buddy. Do you know how hard it is to sharpen myself when I am barely physical most of the time?
Oh no!
Second
I don't know
you
how
are
this is
back
gonna
in your
play
stupid
out.
pink body, I am going to kill you. Oh no.
Must follow direct orders for 3 hours.
Amazing.
Bilgerat looks down at the sword and says, "Be nice to me."
Sword is suddenly very quiet.
Don't think they're nice to say, don't say it at all.
And with that, the final stone winks out, and a door that was embedded into the wall grinds open, and you may continue into the temple with your myriad of inconvenient minor curses.
Hey, can Messo go over to Sam and just like grab him by the hand and start walking?
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. How are you gonna hold on to him? He just kind of goes, whoop.
Little Joe can continue to, like...
Yeah, like, I really want you to just air hockey Sam around here.
Hold on.
Little just hockeying Sam.
Oh god, that's a fumble!
Oh no!
Okay. Oh boy, this is fun. This is fun. Okay. What is an 8? Messo pulls out a Tera Bozu. Hold on. I'm gonna show a picture of one because I think they're neat.
Oh boy.
Oh.
So,
Show us the thing. Show us the thing.
hold on.
Show us the thing. Show us the thing.
I'm gonna do this one because this one looks adorable.
Oh, so we even had it for like an hour-ish.
Yep. Oh, that's cute.
Thanks! I love
Oh,
those.
cute.
Messo pulls out one and she's, this isn't my umbrella. Puts it back. That's a 10. He pulls out his umbrella and attempts to scoop Sam into the umbrella. Like holding it open upside down.
Oh, that's adorable. You could probably just walk with it behind you, open, and just kind of like tumble him along behind you.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
still slippery within the confines of the umbrella.
But he's just like kind of like rolling around there, like God,
Breaks. Does he make the sound like those sort of dog toys make that have the little like tinkly bells in them?
Yes. It's also a lot of angry hissing and yelling.
I mean, I can't exactly carry you like this. Please don't get too angry. I don't want you to pass out again.
Bilgerat is still counting on his fingers, his free hand, because he's still got the sword in the other. He's going, wait, well, hold on. Okay, that was 7 stones, but there's only, with the blade, 6. Who's 7? We're still missing a person. We're not, because they rolled. What? Who's the 7th person? I don't understand.
Is Is there anyone here who wants to confess to being two people in a trench coat?
Not really a trench coat, but hey. Yes.
What? What do you mean?
I guess you did get two effects.
Haven't you ever played craps before?
Yeah.
So you know what my name comes from?
What? That doesn't have to mean anything. What? Bilgerat, I think, has to be connecting dots, but he's like, they can't squint at you. Vinny's face doesn't do that. It's going.
Oh, that's a net 20.
That was another intelligence roll to see if I knew what that was. Apparently Messo does.
Okay,
Meso
so,
connects dots.
I can explain this. So craps is a dice game. You roll either 2 or 3 d6s depending on the version you're playing, and you bet on what you expect the dice will be, like what they'll roll when you get them on the table. A little Joe is a term for a hard 4, and when a hard roll is where you have 2 of the same number. So in this case, a little Joe is a pair of 2s.
Oh, I get it.
See, the kid gets it. It's not that
I-
hard.
You not? I've never heard of that game.
Huh? How? Little Joe explains, like, what I just said to Vinny. Pair of 2s. Pair. 2 of them.
You are two twos?
2 robots. 1 body. It's not that hard to figure out. Come on.
I mean, that's
Oh,
pretty
I
cool.
think I've seen that sort of phenomenon before.
Yeah.
Are you both Little Joe, or?
Nah. The voice mod will cooperate this time. So, what he does, give me a second, to mute to make sure I'm using the right voices. Just like, give me like 5 seconds.
Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. What's what now?
I think Jazz is turning on a voice mod.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
My settings got fucked up. I have
Oh,
to
no.
find the right voice. I'll fuck with it later. But the point is, you asked if they were both Little Joe. It's, nah, Little Joe's both of us, and you can see, if you're looking at his face. So he's normally got the bright green eye, and the, like, light blue smile with the teeth gaps, right? So, but as he speaks, so he'll say, I'm Lottie, and when he, it's a different voice, it's much lighter, kind of smoother, and the eye shifts to a blue circle, like a hollow circle, a slightly bigger, not quite bigger, but just a little bit, than his eye normally is. And the mouth changes to a straight line that does the thing that where it like oscillates as it speaks. Think like Karen from SpongeBob. That's how it moves.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight like horizontal line out from under the tip instead of that. And immediately after, you hear, and I'm Scrappy, and the eye shifts again. Then like his face shifts again. It's the similar green eye, but it's much darker. Similar-ish shade of green, and it's much smaller than he normally has it. And the mouth changes to a wide, completely white. You can still see it against his normal face because it's white light. It's like ever so slightly shaded. And it's just a huge smile that stretches all the way across his face and even goes over the pip that he normally has. Like, normally it just stops, but it goes over that time. So yeah, you hear both of those. And I see that.
So is little Joe the result of the two of you together?
Yep.
Fascinating. Well, it's good to meet you two.
You hear both of their, instead of Little Joe's normal voice, you hear, the voices layered on top of each other as, I mean, we're not exactly meeting, but, fair enough. And of course, and as they say that in tandem, you can see, instead of Little Joe's normal face, both of the faces you saw earlier are layered on top of each other as a projection.
Why are you two in the same body?
Funny story, that one. So it started out, both of us came off a production line. Um, I was the only one functioning enough to be able to move. Um, yeah, and I couldn't get up or do anything. I could see though. Anyway, we were in this warehouse for a while, and I was able to eventually learn that what happened was the schematic, that was supposed to be us, had glitched out and put the parts into two separate chassis. So I could move, I could speak. I had memory issues though. That was really a hassle. That's where I came in. Lottie over here would come and see me every so often, and we talked about as best as you could when can't really talk. The point is, after a while, I would look for parts. After all, being a defect, can't really get them otherwise. They made me walk again. And I did. But after a while, it became apparent that neither of us could really function without the other. And so, picked a chassis and went for it. And now, I'm here.
Well, that's good to hear. This
Huh?
party wouldn't be the same without you, Joe.
Huh? Or, I missed that, that's my bad.
Oh. Well, that's good to hear. This party wouldn't be the same without you, Joe.
Of course it wouldn't. Um,
Yes, we would have had significantly less injuries.
Oh! Dragged!
I don't really know what you were expecting, to be honest.
To not be completely reckless, maybe?
Yeah, but that's no fun.
That is supposed to be my job.
Screw your job.
Sorry, couldn't hear you.
Screw your job. Have some fun.
If reckless bodily injury is what you consider fun, then alright. I think I've had plenty.
The fun part isn't the injury. The fun part is that you could get injured, but you might not, and you never know.
That's not better. That's actually the worst part.
Agree to disagree.
Messo's just watching this go down.
Watching this go down, holding a juice box. And also Sam is here, just in the umbrella.
Well, I guess that does answer the question of us apparently being more people than we thought. Cool.
It's not my fault you couldn't understand it. It's not like I was trying to hide it very, very hard. I mean, my name is literally, hi, I'm 2 robots. Not my fault you're not observant enough.
To be fair, Joe is a rather common name.
It's Little Joe. That's the point.
I thought little was supposed to be ironic.
I mean, it kind of is, but you know.
I thought you were just being a shit.
Not entirely wrong. But also missing the point.
Yeah. And I think this whole conversation was probably had just screeched to a halt inside the room, but as Vinny just rolled to figure out if she can walk well in Bilgerat's body, yeah, 14 does not trip. Vinny, it feels weird for a myriad of reasons, some obvious, some not. Things just seem overall so much looser in an ink body. Things just feel disconcertingly loose.
Feels like I am going to fall apart at any minute.
Welcome to the club.
I want to see how Bilgerat does moving. About equally average. It's in contrast to Vinny's, I imagine, kind of like wobbly. Bilgerat is very stilted, chunky, robotic.
Like you gotta put way more effort into your movements.
Yeah.
Man, you like some of those robots that come right off the line.
I mean, in a sense, I have.
Also, just a question. Vinny and Bilgerat's body mentioned you could feel like they'd fall apart at any moment, and Little just went, welcome to the club. Does Bilgerat, respond to that at all? Because they're the one who's, actually worried about them.
Yeah, gives Joe a look. But, so much is happening already. There's so much going on.
Everything happens so much.
Yeah,
Can't even
everything
give him a
happens
look 'cause
so
Vinny's
much.
face doesn't emote.
I have to ask, when Little Joe walks, does it do that, you got something sticky on your shoe noise? Does it do that?
Yes.
I have to ask.
He doesn't have to roll the strength for every single step, but, there's a distinct squid, squid, squid.
Where's, scene in Robots 2005 when Rodney gets magnetized and the floor is made of metal, so he has to, stomp everywhere as he tries to go away.
So
If you know the scene I'm talking about.
everyone except Messo is walking really weirdly.
Meso's just balancing a coconut behind him.
The coconut in question has been steadily trying to pull boomerangs out of his hammer space, but keeps losing a grip on them. So you're leaving a little trail of boomerangs.
Hey, at least I'll know the way back, am I right?
True that. But let's see. Checking time, navigating back to the actual outline document now that they've gotten past the absolute bonkers section that is the wheel.
Do we want to take a break before then? Because it has been an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Break time.
Break time, hour and 15.
Healthcare.
Drink water.
Alright. I will be right back then.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts.
Oh man. I'm so glad the body swap got...
Yes.
Oh. That's gonna have fun consequences. That is a fun visual changes to Bilgerat and Vinny. Outside of body language, let's see. Can you think of anything fun?
Uh, Bildrat's, well, Vinny's, Bildrat's body. Wait, Vinrat. That works. Uh, their eyes are now just completely blank.
Oh, that's good. Like a complete white or black?
Man, I don't know
Or
which
just
one
a
would be
1,000-yard stare?
better. Let's see. Which option? Okay, they are completely blank and just, well, absolutely emotionless. Vinny does not know how to move a face.
Uncanny Valley, just no expressions. Meanwhile, Bilgerat and Vinny's body, the head, you can't make expression, but the head is just like ticking all over the place. Tilting, bobbing. And like, oh good lord.
So Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. And also, the ears completely motionless, the tail doesn't move. Because that's all how Bilgerat expresses himself, and he has none of that in Vinny's body. So Vinny, you're just like a janky, twitching mess.
It's a really fucked up 3D doll.
Little Joe would continue to fester Bilgerat and Vinny's body.
I expect nothing less.
Meanwhile, in Vinny's body, you've got pupils now. Little, well, you can decide the color on that. White's traditional, but
Yeah, I'm thinking it's still white.
oh, really
Uh.
interesting.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so, like, when Vinny sees that her eyes are, have pupils again, she's just, hmm. She just freaks out maybe a little bit, like, maybe ask Bilgerat, like, hey, are you feeling alright? Uh, you're not feeling any urges to, like, I don't know, listen to every word from someone else?
Bilgerat would look down at your sword. Just go, I think I'm doing better than this guy on that. Why?
You sure? Like, no voice in the back of your head? The sword doesn't count, telling you to, I don't know, just obey? I mean, it's all right if there is. That's perfectly normal. But
That doesn't sound normal, actually. Are you okay?
well, yeah, swapping bodies has never been something I've done before, but it could be worse.
Lame.
You don't get to comment. You've already got weird body stuff going on.
I can
You're
try
also
whenever I
incredibly
want.
sticky.
You can't stop me.
God.
I, for one, think a voice telling you to obey is par for the course. Not in the back of your head, but the words, pauses. It happens.
Hmm. Yeah. It's just how it is.
When I've had someone tell me to obey that I don't want to, I generally don't do that.
Oh, that sounds great.
I've seen that before. Then I don't see them again, but seen it happen.
Last robot I knew who could do that, well, they didn't come back quite right.
Bilgerat and me looking at this party with concern.
Ways of being a robot. In less than friendly robot places.
Alright. What do you guys think? Give it another few minutes and then we hop back into it in full?
Sure thing.
I'm just
Ready to go.
Man. I look off into the middle distance. Man.
Look at all these chickens. I mean, Lord.
Look at all these lords! I vaguely gesture to a 5-year-old child, a robot, another robot, and a rat. Also a coconut.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine forever.
Of course it is!
I mean, if you ask Little Joe, everything's fine. Whether you should trust his opinion or not is very much up in the air.
Very much wonder.
Oh.
What would win? The slipperiness or the stickiness?
You can find out. I encourage you to find out.
I missed that. What? I'm sorry.
What would win? The slipperiness or the stickiness? We need to find out.
No, the problem is you saying that Little Joe's exactly the type of person who'd fuck around and find out.
Decides to torment the the coconut.
Switch targets in the name of finding out.
Little Joe and Slam are able to interact with each other normally. Not any of the objects they hold, just them.
Yep, just that.
Be careful though.
Okay, one last drink of water for me.
Can Little Joe try to give him the Sam and test it? Just as the question.
Wait, what did you ask?
Can Little Joe test the theory?
Yes, absolutely, please do.
He may. We're back on.
Sam is just kind of. Currently, Sam is just kind of rolling around. He's
Still
not
tumbling
really
around in the
control of his
umbrella.
own locomotion.
Around in the umbrella.
Rolling around at the speed of.
Little Joe does in fact move over to Sam. Oi! You wanna test something?
Oh, is this like science?
I'll take that as a yes, and he just tries to, I guess, grab Sam, or at least just stick his arm out and see if Sam is slippery when he tries to grab him.
Sam attempts to bite the hand.
Fair enough. You can roll to attack. I'm not going to stop you.
Okay. I think this would count as basically an unarmed strike. Let's see how this works. That one.
Sam does not bite. That means Only Little Joe is able to grab Sam.
Can Little Joe grab Sam?
I'm gonna say, yeah. Sam's attempt to bite, I think, basically meant he kind of leapt forward, ironically making it easier for Little Joe to grab. And Little Joe can, in fact, grab.
Do the sticky and slippery cancel out?
They cancel it. How do you test this? Do you, like, just try to, like, toss him hand from hand?
Oh my god.
Probably.
Juggle the coconut.
He knows how to juggle. He stops. Well, you're not sticking and you're not slipping, so. I don't
Maybe
know.
you should hold him.
Do I have to? He's still got the pick thing stuck on his other hand, by the way.
Well, actually, I don't know. What's Little Joe's AC?
What does he have something to do?
Slap.
No, that does not work.
Nope. Go moves wide, still being juggled.
No, he stopped juggling you.
Oh.
He's just kind of holding you in his free hand.
Oh, right. Arms too short, can't reach head.
No, Sam realized he is no longer slipping.
Let's see. This is a one incensed.
Incest?
Incensed.
Angie.
Aged coconut. There we go.
Angie.
Angie. Oh, it's just a straight roll. I don't think he realizes it. Like, he goes to, like, he goes to slap you, misses, and then, like, holds onto your arm for dear life, like he's afraid he's gonna fall off again.
I told you you're not slipping right now.
Tries to bite your hand.
Go for it.
Oh.
You know, it occurs to me now, does Sam understand common?
From what you gather, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna guess
really?
no.
Sam's a tune, right?
Sam is a two.
Messo's going to make a very bird-like noise and try saying hi in Grolix.
This actually gets a pause from Sam. Just looks down at you. And then makes a series of Grolix noises back at you, which, well, they kind of translate into ye olden swear words.
Hey, you're not supposed to say those, Messo says in Grolix.
More of them come at you. And they...
Oh god, Bilgerat tries to join in on the Grolix, but instead of his usual, like, sort of rat chittering, I imagine, internet dial-up tone comes out.
I was just gonna say Little Joe was going to speak in Grolix, and it sounds like internet dial-up tone. Like his
sitting
Grolix
here.
Glitch noises.
He's just sitting here like, what the fuck is going on?
Anyway, Little Joe is going to say in actual Grolix instead of whatever Bilgerat just tried to do. I think he's allowed to say whatever he wants to. And Bilgerat trying to do robot Grolix, he goes, "Aw, how cute."
I think Bilgerat can understand you guys, but I'm trying to figure out, would he be able to speak Grolix in this form? Because, like, he's definitely surprised by what came out of his mouth,
like,
speakers.
It's just deep fried. Like bass boosted and deep fried.
That's exactly it. Vinny, you don't know what the fuck is going on.
Why are you making those sounds with my voice?
Oh, that's nothing. I want to hear something real funky, and then he makes it's not quite. I'm trying to explain. You know that kind of bass boosted deep fried audio distortion, right?
Yes.
You know the kind that also have like high tones mixed in, and like it's absolutely just a terrible mess of audio, of glitched audio.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, try this on for size, and he immediately just does that noise.
Okay, yeah.
Bilgerat tries
to slap you again.
He stops, but
Bilgerat tries again, and it's
Still too
just
far
like
away.
it's phone beeps when you like beep boop boop beep boop boop boop.
this is really funny. Keep trying. Well, yeah, you'll probably get it. Come on.
Sam, you get a
Hopefully
directed
it comes
sentence.
out. Oh, you first.
Sam, you get a directed sentence at you in Growlix that says, it's okay. It's nothing I haven't heard before, but you really shouldn't swear so often. It'll make it less effective in the future.
You get the yield and Grolix equivalent of, I will destroy I will destroy you and everything you love, salt your fields and burn your houses. It goes on in this vein.
Well, that's rather violent. And he
I
says
don't know
that
how much
he says that to
success
save
you've had
Alex.
burning my house. It's kind of cold up there.
I don't think cold stops things from burning.
I mean, it's really cold though. And also snowing.
I still
You can
don't
still
think
burn
that
things in the
stops
snow.
burning.
Hey, you can still burn things in the snow.
Messo pauses and then ponders this. That's fair.
Little Joe, like I said earlier, but Little Joe did like address Sam, going, "That's rather violent." After what he said to Messo, like in Grolix. Like of course.
Sam replies with another attempt at a slap.
Okay, that one hits.
Yep. Silence, cur.
Oh god, my computer's falling asleep. Ah. Anyway, you hit.
5 healing damage.
I'm assuming Little Joe's head just spins around like it did last
Yep.
time.
Damage.
Oh, you didn't stick for that either, so.
Hey everybody. Roll a perception check for me, please.
Oh god.
Boy.
Here it comes.
We dawdled for too long.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey!
Nice, and that 20.
Patiently waiting for everyone else to roll because we all have +3.
We can all see. But, okay. So, it looks like Meso and... Meso, you're a bit too focused on the absolute shenaniganery. That this...
Chicanery.
Yeah. All of that. This is devolved. It's great.
Bullshit. That's what it is.
Yeah. Sam and Bilgerat sorta hear a creaking, cracking, but I don't think paid too much attention to it. This place is old. It's been making weird noises the whole time. Wind blowing through cracks in the distance. Whatever. Vinny, you're more familiar with what an unstable part of a ruin might sound like. And Little Joe, you just get this, I don't know, prickle across the back of your neck or equivalent of robot?
You're gonna have to try something else. He doesn't have a neck.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a weird spike in your circuits.
There's, the robots clock that, oh, actually, the sounds don't sound so good anymore. So, which does mean...
Oh boy.
Yeah, it means the robots have a chance to say something before people have to make dex checks. Dex saves.
Captain?
How stable is this place again?
Well, I think it is falling apart.
Yeah, so that's what I was here. And I'm assuming that's when it starts falling.
That's when it starts falling.
Yep.
Just this place is not used to having a bunch of people tromping through it, and there was a shake and a clatter, and the ceiling overhead just... Whoop. It's collapsing. It's
Well,
collapsing.
Time to run.
Time to run. Deck saves. Run time.
Dex saves.
What's your dex modifier?
Oh yeah, good question. So Bilgerat's body's dex modifier is +4.
All right. Vinny's is +2.
Excellent.
Dex save, right?
Dex save, and yeah, the perception checks
Wait,
weren't horrific.
Would
enough.
I have your save modifiers? Because, like, since you've got her sword, you're the warlock now.
Hmm.
Might just be easiest to keep it to the just with stats.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's an 11.
Wahoo. All right. Shit, let me just write this. Okay, so it started with Meso.
No. Vinny rolled 11.
Yeah. Cool. So, Vinny, you don't, like, fall. You don't fall in your face, but you're not used to having a tail. You basically trip over the tail. Stumble, hesitate, and I think that means some rock glances off you. Let's roll me... Oh, where are the notes? Yeah, roll me just d6 of damage, please. As you're running along, you get clipped. 3 damage to Vinny. And Vinny got the worst there. And, yeah, 13. Little Joe also doesn't quite make it. Take a d6 of damage.
Alright.
I got a 12.
And Mesa, yeah, all of you take a d6 of damage.
That one. It hits the part of his head where the boomerang still is.
Oh, Mesa, oh no!
Oh no.
Mesa, how much HP do you have?
6? I have 6 HP currently.
Brilliant. So the best rolls there are 15 and they 20. Sam and Bilgerat in Vinny's body. I've done this to myself. Do just fine. Sam is still on Little Joe?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somehow he managed to dodge even while he was being gripped.
That's dexterity, baby.
Dexterity, baby.
Bilgerat managed to get a dirty 20 in a new clunky body, so good for him. If anything, he's managed to pull ahead of the pack.
That body's just designed to run away from danger.
on
What
the
can I
screen.
say?
He doesn't quite understand how this happened. One moment he was there, and the next he's like ahead of everyone, and he doesn't know how the legs moved, and oh god.
You got longer strides now.
Oh boy. Ceiling is still going around you, so you guys are... better keep moving. Better keep going.
We're going.
Yeah, that would be advisable.
Uh-huh, it's gotten very loud all of a sudden because everything is crashing. So, the good news is you can see the end of the hallway and what looks like, a doorway which is staying stable. You know earthquake drills. Doorways, indestructible. Clearly. So there's your goal. It's gonna take let me think. 2 more dashes to get there, which would mean 1 more dex save from all you.
Alright.
Here we go.
I think if Sam's being carried, could he assist
Ah.
Bilgerat?
Yeah, he could.
Kraken, that's an 11.
Oh no.
No.
Breaks. Look at me. Or Jazz, both of you look at me. Idea. Sam is slippery. What if... I'm just picturing Lojo holding Sam above his head and any rocks falling directly down just get redirected. Because Sam is slippery.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my
You know
god.
what? You know what? Fair enough. Lojo looks up at the falling rocks, has Sam in his hand, shrugs, holds him up to see what happens as like a smaller chunk of rock falls. It slips off of Sam. He shrugs again and just runs like that. Come on, you're not getting hurt.
Okay. Bad news. The only one who failed that check was Meso.
No.
Oh god. Roll me the d6.
4. Alright, I'm now at 2 HP.
Oh
Can Lojo, like, bowl Sam over to Messo?
I mean, he's essentially an air hockey puck.
Yeah.
I'll let him stop you.
He's
Uh, Yeah.
Maybe after we get out of the tunnel.
No, he's trying to throw Sam to you so you can use Sam to deflect the rocks.
Can't hold Sam.
So I think it's going to be Jazz roll to have a good throw, and Meso, you're going to need to roll to catch because Sam is
God.
slippery.
Is this like an athletics or like an acrobatics?
I think it's going to have to be athletics for a catch.
Oh god. Okay.
I mean, you can also roll acrobatics to just, like, throw yourself in front of him.
Yeah, true.
I'm going to prefer the acrobatics. Okay. God.
The rocks don't hurt him! They slide off! Hold them above your head, you won't get hit!
He's like a shark.
Okay, so did Meso got a 17? Or
With a
what?
15, I'm going to say the 15 was a good enough throw to get in the general area. Meso made the leap. Caught. Just...
Yep. I would like to say that because Sam's slippery, I think Meso's hand just goes directly into Sam's eye hole. And Sam just freezes.
Oh,
But you
okay.
can hold on to him.
This is fine. This is fine. This is completely fine. Anyway.
Little Joe told you what happened. The rocks slide off him.
God, but Meso doesn't want to do that. That's the issue. God. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Bilgerat once again got, like, this was a nat 20 this time, so he's already in the doorway. He just made it.
Awesome.
And, looking back, he's like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, move! And, yeah, I did say that, those last checks. So, Little Joe and Vinny make it in fine. Meso, you got a bit left behind.
Oh god.
But you have a Sam.
Do I have to roll another dex?
You might have to, or someone... Oh, Bilgerat...
You want to have Sam make the decks and you just assist?
Sure.
I will say Bilgerat is highly considering running back in there.
I will once again mention, I am at 2 HP.
Yeah.
That's why Little Joe bowled Sam to you.
I know.
Yeah, I think after like a second of like having a 5-year-old's fist in his eye, Sam, Sam reacts and,
Ooh.
24 for 6 healing damage.
Thanks. Alright,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I told you there was a reason, Little Joe, you did Sam to the almost dead child.
Headshot.
That's a sentence.
So just slaps Meso across the face. Meso feels a lot better for some reason.
That's fear.
Got beat in the head with a boomerang enough times to recognize that Sam's attacks don't hurt. They heal.
God.
Congrats. You got healed. I'm gonna say,
Ceiling falling around us.
yeah. Ceiling's still falling around you. We're not like in initiative, but I'm gonna say that's Sam's action. So,
Okay.
10.
great!
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
please.
6.
Bilgerat's running back in. He's been doing fine. This body's, my god, this body can move. If he doesn't think about it, apparently everything is fine. So he's just going back in there.
Ah, hell.
Hey.
Hey! Lanky robot legs charge in, just scoop up the child. Almost overshoots because he's far taller than he's used to. Has retrieved the child. Just retrieved.
You child.
Retrieved child.
God.
And just,
Child retrieved.
oh. Is it one more to get back? God.
Yep.
Yeah.
God. Man.
Come on. Yo!
Hey, dirty 20.
Charges back, skids back through the door. Yeah, this new hallway indeed stays stable. Behind you, the way is just, it's a mess. It's basically blocked. Things do settle down though as the ceiling stops falling on down around you.
Do I need to take another d6 of damage? I never rolled that.
Yeah.
I thought I was the one that was supposed to run into situations like that.
Alright, second Meso is back.
Yep, and d4 plus 3. Yeah, Sam is still attempting to just slap the. Yeah, there's 6 ceiling damage.
Vinny also gonna have a turn at
Vinny's
healing.
going to, like, first.
The
going to
healing
try
kit is
and-
with Vinny's
Yeah.
body.
Yeah, it's in her backpack. She's, like, going to just try and jump up. Like, Captain, can you pass the medkit, please?
They, Bilgerat is like, okay, where's your hammer space? Is it behind?
I do not have a hammer space. I have a backpack, and it is on your back, Captain.
Oh, right. Still holding child, just crouches down.
Alright, so some rifling through the
It's a
backpack.
robot, a real kind robot.
What? Sorry, what'd you say?
Little joke called "Can't you tell a toon robot from a real kind robot?"
Look,
Alright.
I'm used to being a toon. This just seems very inconvenient.
Dude, what was I supposed to roll for healing?
It's wisdom, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a good question. Ooh, I should have remembered this. I forget the exact mechanics, but we'll call it like just a medicine check.
Item healers.
In
kit.
check.
Yeah, it's a medicine check. Looks like.
22.
Hell
Alright,
yeah.
I can't remember what the healing die was. Hold on. I'll see if I can find it, but that's pretty far back in my messages.
For this save time, if you want to search for it, we can, or I can just bullshit a number that sounds plausible.
I mean, I'm only missing 2 HP because my HP got nerfed, so.
It's true. All the same, listen. You gave us a scare.
How many hours has it been, roughly?
I'm gonna say it's been 1 hour.
Alright. Just knowing
One
that.
more and we're back in our bodies. I think regardless of what I roll, Meso is back to, well, not full health, but
Enough.
As much as
Enough,
he can be. Yeah, I'm just gonna say child is back to as good as Meso can be.
I don't think rocks like me.
Rocks don't like anyone. It's nothing personal.
Did Bilgerat respond at all when those were going? I thought I was the one who's supposed to be running in their situations like that. He says it kind of condescendingly at Bilgerat.
Again, expressionless robot face just sort of tilts. And it's probably harder to read Bilgerat in an unfamiliar body. You're just like,
Don't you have eyelids?
there was
ripped out a while ago.
Can you say that again, Tala?
Oh, those got ripped out a while ago.
Ah, fair enough.
Ripped out, you say? Ugh.
Huh? Huh?
why do you two always talk like this? That's not good.
Wait, Breaks, was that the coconut?
No, that was me, Bryce.
Welcome to the Explorer's brand of angst lore.
So casual.
Messo,
Yeah, and Vinny said that and literally was like, oh, right, alright, that makes sense. Like, he's not phased by it either.
Yeah, like, I mean, if you guys are talking in common, Sam doesn't understand you. He's
Messo,
probably still just kind of flailing.
Messo is going to try like, you know, that's probably not comfortable. Messo is going to like take his hand and just go sorry. in Growlix.
Roll a d10.
Oh god. Okay. How quaint.
Okay. Yeah. You, as you remove your hand, something comes with it.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
There is an aged, like, I forget what like a banana leaf. Like an aged banana leaf, and there are some scribblings kind of in the white and red that's like, Sam's, marks. But it shows, like, 4 coconuts. And when he sees that, Sam grabs it and puts it back in his eyeball.
Oh, sorry about that.
Watch where you're putting that hand.
I mean, you were kind of thrown at me.
Hey, it worked! You didn't die.
And then, like, while he's off the hand, Sam realizes he's slowly floating away.
Wait.
Come on.
So, what room have we
Dude,
found
not
ourselves in?
catch him, but, like, block him with, again, the pick that is still in his hand because he hasn't bothered to take it off. He does attempt to, like, straight up just hockey Sam and stop it.
Sam's going to try and hop up because he knows he can, like, cling to Lil Joe.
He figured it out finally.
Yes. A 10, I don't think that makes it.
It doesn't make it. Breaks, roll a d2. I want to see which hallway you shoot down.
Okay, 1.
You go left.
Mojo's not trying to hit him, he's trying to stop him.
Oh, okay. I heard he was like gearing up to kick.
No.
Well, that would have been funny as hell, though.
No, it's the thing you do in hockey when you're trying to just stop the
Oh,
puck.
okay.
Okay.
Like, stop it at one end and then just, like, side to side, keeping it from going anywhere.
Okay.
I know this is the wrong sport, but dribbling.
Nice. Very nice. Sam
That's what it's called.
there's just kind of like a...
You want me to hold you again? And he has that garlic.
This is undignified.
Get used to it.
Are you able to speak to him?
Yeah, he's a tune.
Oh. Would
Yeah.
you be able to ask him what his
By the
actual
way,
name is?
If the rat boy over there can't do it in your body, you might be able to do it in his.
Well, I
Maybe?
mean,
I don't think I'd understand it.
I can understand. Actually, Vinny, hey, this sword, takes it out again. I think I think, yeah, this thing's attuned. It speaks in Grolix.
Oh, so that's what that is. Oh, wait. Have
Dude.
they said anything?
Not for a while. They swore at me, called me not my beautiful Vinny, and hasn't said a thing since I told it to be nice. Do you have any questions? I could make it answer.
Well, um, hold on. Sword, how much do you want me to reveal? And the sword answers, this is stupid. Okay, Rat Boy, tell Vinny that, she has been doing perfectly well. I have no real complaints. And to really just stop worrying so much.
Bilgerat will relay that, but also look at the sword and go, okay, I did tell you to be nice earlier, so I'm going to nix that for the moment, in case that was a lie.
I would not lie to Vinny, okay? I mean, I do basically owe my freedom to her.
Huh. Well, relays
I
that
mean,
as well.
what do you take me for?
I don't know. You're the first talking sword I've met.
I'm not just some two-dimensional cursed sword. Well, I'm two-dimensional, but I'm not, like, a jackass.
Could have fooled me, but fine.
You don't count.
Rude. Vinny, your sword's a smartass.
Well, I didn't know that, but that's interesting. Are they being rude?
Nah, not at the moment. I don't know anything else while I can understand it. Him?
Why'd you guys tell a sword to be nice to you? It would have been much funnier if they were insulting.
You already insult me. That's already covered.
Aw, thank you.
You need to be
Alright,
insulted a
so
little
highly
more,
of you.
rat boy.
He does make a face and you're just like,
Hey, Joe, you're doing great. Do it more.
no, shut up. Don't encourage him. I
Little
know he
Joe.
can't. Is Bilgerat the only one that can hear the sword, or can everyone? Everyone.
Actually,
Sword.
you're the only one who can hear the sword, but
but
yeah, you're the only one who can hear the sword. It's like speaking in your head, but
Yeah.
it still talks to Joe like he can hear him even.
So yeah, everyone else and Joe, what you're just seeing is that Bilgerat just starts arguing with the sword. It sounds like a one-sided argument.
I have to ask, is Bilgerat still holding Messo and arguing with the sword?
Yeah, Meso in one arm, sword in the other.
Messo pokes the sword.
Hey, no touching the blade. You know what? You know what kind of oils and grime you can have on your hand?
Bilgerat offers the sword closer to Meso.
The second I am back in Vinny's hands, I am going to eviscerate you. And once you're back in your right body, too.
Messo pokes the sword again.
The sword just mentioned being upset at Dirt at Grime, and you've got the body of Bilgerat over there. Just saying.
Um, you please not upset my boss? Well, well, not that I'm saying you're not my boss too, but that's like, my other boss. Um, I prefer if my two superiors weren't arguing with each other.
That's unfortunate. Bilgerat is still arguing. He's already got one person calling him Rat Boy. The sword should come up with its own insult. This is just unoriginal.
Robot doesn't want to get fired. Come on.
The sword can certainly come up with something, but I don't think it's very PG-13.
Yeah, Bilgerat's just,
Face.
decides he's going to shoot the sword. Goodbye.
Oh, while you're doing that, you can just hear the string of old-timey Grolix, like, heck, even older than the stuff Sam was saying, just being lobbed at you. And then all is quiet. The sword has disappeared into the ether.
Oh, well, that works. I wish I could just put my bosses in a box.
They're not mad, are they?
Nah, probably not. If they are, that is my bad. And I'll handle it.
Well, they looked really cool.
Ignore that.
What's that roll?
It was trying to roll insight, but
Nat one.
so ignore it. Doesn't matter.
I want to say
Sight
that
on
Sam,
who?
the reason for that is Sam is now occupied with attempting to, like, tear out, like, Little Joe's pips.
So, if you're touching his face, I can give you that. His pips don't actually extend out. If Sam's like touching him, his fingers actually like go in. It's like a divot almost. Well, like,
well, since that doesn't work,
well,
he tries to get
it-
like the
well, like,
you know,
it goes in, but then it filters out. Like, I'm not sure if Sam would understand it, but it's a lens.
oh, lens, okay.
That's how he sees.
Yeah, like he's
They're
like
in his eye.
scrambling at it, like he's scrambling at that. He's trying to like grab like the mouth, trying to grab the other eye, but I believe those are just projections. So he's just kind of like
Yeah, those are just light, so it's passing through that. So he tries to go for the like pips. Can you get off my eyes?
Tries to like just like claw at the head itself.
Hey, Messo.
Take my face off. I can just do that.
You can what?
Take my face off. All these are the plates. I mean, I can turn my face off too, like the projection part. And he does that, and with the blip, the green eye and blue smile are gone.
Yeah,
Not hard.
Sam looks at this and is like, I have tried.
Not hard.
Are you saying all this in Grolix?
No, he's responding to Bilgerat in common.
Oh, okay. No, well, I guess you would hear Sam in like the olden time Grolix. I have triumphed.
His face turns back on and he says, "You didn't do anything." In Grolix to Sam. But Little Joe does like take his hands. And he goes to like the corners or like the edges and with he like motions his fingers and with like just a click he just completely pulls the plate, like the tube plate on his head, just off. And you can see underneath
Wow.
it's
So what's behind the plate?
well, it's actually just like a monitor, basically. The camera lenses are still there, and they're like interjecting like in the monitor. The monitor itself is cracked. Near the top. Hold on. Which side is it? Top right. Monitor's a little cracked near the top right. You can see, the top edge is ever so slightly bent, like it's tilted in one direction. Um,
Jazz,
But
I wonder.
mm,
I suppose this would be also for Kraken. Do you think that if Sam were to use his special brand of damage, would some of the damage be some of Little Joe's damage be repaired?
My instinct is no, but this is also Jazz's say.
Yeah.
nah,
Nah.
This
No,
is
those are
old
part-
damage. This is old.
those are part of him.
Yeah.
But it takes off the blades. Not that hard.
Can Sam crawl into?
Uh,
Is there a way to do that?
Not quite. So you have the big monitor that takes up all of it, and that's how he projects his face. It shows up on the monitor, and then it projects outside of the plate. But there are slight gaps, but it's so to hold the actual plates of the head on.
Uh-huh.
So Sam could try to reach in, but he wouldn't get very far.
That's exactly what he tries to do.
You having fun, bud?
I'll tear you apart from the inside.
I mean, it's not hard. You're going from the wrong direction.
Well, don't give him tips.
I'm just saying.
At that, Sam pulls out and is apparently looking for a different entry point.
There's the giant neck hole right there.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
Roll acrobatics. A 24. Yeah, there's a coconut inside now.
Oh god.
Got it out. He smacks the. He doesn't actually try to attach it or anything. He just slaps the plate back onto his head, and with a clunk, it goes back in place.
There is scrabbling coming from within the neck hole.
Joe, I don't like, can we get that out?
Come on, it's funny.
Usually, things inside your chassis aren't normally fatal, but just annoying.
I mean, this could be fatal. I don't know. Like I said,
It could be what?
I
I
don't know.
mean, I guess
Depends on if he hits anything in there, and if his weird healing thing does anything. I don't know.
You want to find out?
True.
I was gonna say roll acrobatics to not hit things, but I think Sam is trying to hit things.
Yeah, Sam is trying to hit things.
God.
16?
So you fall into the neck hole. It's dark, but there's light coming from above because it's just a hollow hole. You didn't actually fall into his hammer space because he wasn't trying to do that. It is a mess. It is an absolute mess. As soon as Sam falls in there, he's immediately tangled in wires. Actually, now that I'm thinking about this, make a con save.
Okay.
Speaking of con saves,
They're exposed wires.
Ooh, fun.
con saves all around. Hey, Meso.
20!
Hi.
It doesn't. So you don't get damaged, but you do get shocked, and it's very noticeable.
I'd like to point out that Sam, in addition to only being able to deal healing damage, is only able to take healing damage.
Uh,
Dear God, it's a net zero gain all around. Hey, Meso. Hey,
You
Meso.
can stay in there. Just be careful
Oh,
about the slime brace.
There's a sound of something being tased inside your chassis, but it does not stop the scrabbling.
Well, my bad. Careful
Vinny.
around the slime brace.
Wait, what are we rolling for?
Meso rolled a con save. Bilgerat is also rolling a con save at disadvantage, and I just had a peek at Vinny's sheet. +2 con save modifier.
And
con
when
then.
Fox like mentions that to him, I will say his head like flips, so his face part is facing the hole, like where his like the 2 side where he normally has his face on. And he calls to Sam and Growlix, "Watch the spine brace, but otherwise do whatever," and flips it.
Oh dear.
Hold on. Do I have to roll?
No you don't, but Vinny, something does happen to you.
Uh-oh.
So, Messo, would you like to say what's going on with you first?
Oh god, I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, the coconut's scrambling inside me. What are y'all doing shit?
Everything is happening all the time.
A little bit of everything all of the time.
A 16 is pretty good, though.
There's another person in the SMP server. Shut the fuck up.
But I guess I can go first. That is pretty good con save. I think what happens is Messo seems to start violently coughing, and kind of like curls in closer to Vinny Bilgerat's sort of side.
What? You good? You inhale dust, and then Bilgerat also rolled a con, but nothing happens to Bilgerat and Vinny's body. Vinny and Bilgerat's body, please take a D4 damage.
How can you not breathe?
Cool.
3.
Vinny, you take 3 points of damage, and it's not that you like start coughing or can't breathe. Vinny, if I understand correctly, your like sensors in your original robot body are pretty deadened, right?
Yeah, you can barely feel anything.
Cool. This probably means even though it's only a D4 damage, Vinny, you feel this so much as something in your chest just feels like it got stabbed.
Okay. Well, let's just see how...
I don't know if you like wanna... I don't know if you...
Man,
how
I
you
don't
react
know
or
how
if you
she'd
hide.
Man, how does she react to suddenly being able to feel pain again?
Feeling pain again.
Breaks. I'm so sorry.
it.
Welcome to this party.
He just sort of clutches the chest for a moment, stiffens a little, and then sighs as it passes. Oh, wow. I nearly forgot what that feels like.
You have a heart attack over there?
I don't know.
Uh,
Can I roll medicine real quick?
you can roll
What's
medicine,
going
yeah.
on?
Well, you're still standing, so.
22.
Interesting. So, Vinny, you've gotten more familiar with Toon bodies, just being the de facto medic in previous sessions. But you've never been a Toon. You don't know what the hap is fucking with this body, really. But the 22, the pain was very localized, and what you understand is where like a heart is supposed to be in a body. It was sudden, and then it went away. And as far as you can tell, there seemed to have been no real trigger.
Captain, are you prone to heart conditions?
Good. This gets Bildrat's attention away from Messo the coughing child.
Sorry about interrupting. But earlier, but Little Joe did call. Kid, you doing all right?
Hold on.
Do I need to get the coconut out?
I need to roll again. Because I failed first time. That's an 11. I don't think Messo hears you.
Oh dear.
Oh, baby.
So Bilgerat in Vinny's body just doesn't know what's going on to do, just holding child, looks up at Vinny's question. Wait, am I prone to what? Heart?
Friends, I feel this may be the beginning of, what's it called? A heart attack? Chest pains usually prelude those, right?
I mean, I guess, but yeah, nah, that happens sometimes.
Oh, this just happens to you?
Yeah, I guess. Doesn't seem to bother other people. I don't know. Nothing further's come of it, so you're probably fine. I'm probably fine.
That sounds like a concerning medical condition you should have told me about.
Bilgerat just kind of largely shrugs and is trying to poke at Meso.
Yeah, medical conditions. How's the kid?
Oh, right, Meso. Okay, well, with that over and still mildly confused on what happened, Vinny's going to head over to Meso to see if she can figure out what's wrong with him.
Roll a medicine?
Medicine. That's a 12.
12. He has no obvious physical injuries.
Meso, can you hear me?
He does eventually start coughing and then kind of winces as he attempts to readjust in metallic arms. Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure? Do you need a cough medicine? I believe I have some in here.
No, that's not that.
Do you want the coconut again? Tried to ask you earlier.
That's no. It. And Messo is does shift to sit up more in the arms, kind of hand on the side. It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, it's obviously something.
Didn't
All
sound
of us
like
have got
nothing.
something. No matter if it's an issue or not.
God.
We're going to need to do a thorough medical exam on both of you once we're out of here.
No, it's. I just. Messo kind of does the little pointer finger hands that when you're nervous. I get these random pains sometimes. It's.
Oh, you
I
too?
thought they were better, but it's. I don't know.
Very good. How about this, Meso? Once we're back outside and in the fresh air.
You don't need to get that fixed.
Yeah.
You get yourself
Sure.
fixed.
I'm the one here who should be falling apart.
None of us should be falling apart.
All
None of
three
us are
you
going
need
to
a
fall
medical
apart.
examination once we're out.
How's Sam doing, by the way? I'm gonna ask that right now.
I'm so sorry.
What should I say to see how Sam's doing? What should I roll to see how Sam's doing?
I mean, if he can't take damage and he only deals healing damage, then he's not. Roll Dex to see how bad you're getting tangled in the wires and.
Oh, I mean that's
rod.
fair.
This is like a benchmark, so I can describe to you.
15.
15. So you fallen in. You got shocked by wires. You're able to stand on part of a chest area and a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
But you've still got bits of wire are currently wrapped around you as you're there. The other thing I have to roll is, even if he only does healing damage, he's still moving things around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I'm gonna roll something then really fast. That's a 17. So he is good at the moment. That was a roll to see if you hit the major area in his spine, which thankfully did not. Um, that was a higher roll.
I'd like to say that, like, if he's, like, moving things, like, just as part of, like, his deal,
Yeah.
it happens to move it in, like, fortuitous, like, ways that actually seem to help.
Alright, that works. I mean, you still broke it, no matter what you do. Like, you move things,
Yeah.
it seems to help, but as you move, other things seem to kind of fall in.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like Kraken said earlier, it's just a net zero the entire time.
Yep.
I do have to say, in my head, I'm imagining the sounds coming from Little Joe are just these cacophonous, like, disproportionately big crashes, honks,
Yep.
like
Dude,
cat
yeah.
yowls. Like, basically when some...
Yeah.
whenever someone, like, falls off stage, it's that series of sound effects going on inside Little Joe.
The Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Having fun in there?
Soon, I will destroy you.
I mean, you can keep trying, you haven't done anything yet.
So, what?
There is a renewed number of car crash sounds from inside your chest.
Oh, a little more con just to see. Nope. But you still don't get its fun yet.
So, where are we now that we're not being threatened by rocks?
Now that we're not being threatened by rocks, things got a little crazy with Sam jumping inside a person and all this con stuff.
Apologies.
No, do not apologize. Where we actually ended up was sort of like an entranceway that opens up into a bigger room, and we've all just been too wrapped up in this nonsense to bother with.
Roll to see?
Yeah, roll to see, please.
You know, I'm gonna have Sam roll to see just for the heck of it. Let's see how well he sees.
Hey, I think the nat 20 is mine.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
so.
I only have a
Yep,
+2.
it is. Tracks.
You are inside the robot.
Yep. He perceives players.
Yeah, in general, people are still pretty distracted by what's going on here. But,
Little Joe, who never gives a shit about anything.
yeah. Vinny, as said, you notice that kind of immediately beyond where we all ended up, it opens up into a bigger room. The biggest we've been into for a while, and, like, strangely empty for the most part. And it looks like it's also strangely not very decorated. Most of this temple has had, like, various, like, hieroglyphs, pictograms, depictions of, like, epic battles and or whatnot. This is actually strangely blank, except for the far wall, but Vinny from here can't make out what's on that far wall. Little Joe got a 20. Little Joe sees that's what on the far wall, rather than hieroglyphs that we've become familiar with. It's sort of a series of arrows on the wall, pointing in various directions, and on the floor, in the middle of the room, is sort of 5 raised platforms, just slightly off the floor. They have colored tiles on them in a particular pattern, and nat 20, again, Little Joe thinks to look up.
What does he looks up?
And on the ceiling, it's also very bare, except for right in the center is a divot for something. And again, nat 20 also on... There's 5 platforms. On that center platform, there is also an object sitting there.
He's immediately going over and checking out the object.
Cool, cool. Little Joe, you would actually recognize kind of what this is or what it resembles immediately, because this is a D10 dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
let's go, baby, and he immediately tries to roll it.
Well,
Actually, a good question. Is he still sticky at the moment?
yes, he is.
Alright, so I have to roll straight to see if he can actually roll it.
Yeah.
Alright. Thematically, he rolls the die.
Nothing happens.
Do I have to roll to see what happened? Like what?
You can roll to see what side it turns up on, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's no cause and effect. It just kind of rolls to a stop on a side.
Well, that was lame.
Oh, Vinny's heading over to see what he's
He's
got.
like standing on that raised platform as he did that, by the way.
Okay. So Joe's on the center platform. As you stand on it, those tiles...
No, he was standing on it when he rolled the die. I wanted to say that.
Yeah. Well, if he's not there anymore, the time that he was, those colored tiles on there did light up, but if you stepped off, they've dimmed again.
No, like he ran over, grabbed the die and stood on the platform.
Yeah.
Like standing on the platform, he rolled it.
Wait.
Does nothing still happen, or?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, so he still calls then, that was lame. Anyway, what's this? He tries to step on one of the tiles.
That tile lights up, but again, nothing seems to happen. Say, Messo, are you still in, like, Bilgerat's metal arms? He's moving further into the room.
He has not gotten down. He lives here now. He was just in a lot of pain for a brief moment and doesn't really want to move.
Oh.
So these colored tiles, are they like touching each other?
Nope. There's a little bit of distance between them, and it's a sort of square configuration. Think like the arrow keys on your keyboard.
Oh.
How is there 5 tiles and it's an arrow key?
There's 5 platforms. Each platform has 4 tiles. There we go.
Okay.
Am I right? Kraken, answer me.
Jazz, you are correct.
Are the arrows what I think they are?
Yes! Yes!
I am
I guess-
confused.
Wait, there's
Vinny's-
5 platforms. Hold on! And then, Bilgerat might want to look at this one, because he failed spectacularly trying to see this in Rogue Chase.
Uh-huh.
Little Joe doesn't reach into his neck at all to get Sam out. He just, like, opens his, vest, opens the door, and just kind of tries to get Sam to fall out.
Sam if he does so.
Yep. Alright.
And then goes skating across.
Can one of you put him on one of the other platforms?
Alright.
Would he stay on the platform?
Maybe if we're really careful while putting him down. And Vinny's gonna try and pick him up.
Roll to pick up the very slippery coconut, please.
What's your sleight of hand?
Bilgerat at the moment, are you trying to steal a glance into Little Joe's torso?
He is.
Alright. Roll perception. I mean, you're gonna see either way, even if you roll bad. I just want to see,
Yeah.
like, if you see anything specific.
Hey, Bilgerat, what's your
Alright.
sleight of
You
hand?
definitely look in. God, it's terrible in there.
The
There are
mess.
messes of wires. There are actively sparking wires. There's a lot of various kinds of tape, be it electrical or duct tape, which you know is kind of a fire hazard. There are bits of metal that just stick out that don't seem to go anywhere. It is absolutely god awful. But doesn't seem anything about it as he just closes the door again.
I think you can read this even with being in this strange body, which doesn't emote in remotely the way he's used to. Bilgerat's body language looks pained.
What's the matter, rat boy?
It's just such a mess.
Yeah.
That's hazard. Hazard. How would anyone find anything in there? How would anyone know what things work or when were things last maintenance? Oh God.
You don't. My
Shouldn't
job
be able
is to take care
to-
of my own body, so doesn't matter.
Vinny, in the
Been able to
meantime.
pick up.
Oh yeah,
uh,
Vinny picks up. 22?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, she is
How
now
does-
going to.
Just
I guess she
five
should have
bucks.
just grabs onto him by the arms, like.
That's probably safe.
Yes, strategy.
Yeah, make sure they're angled down a little so he doesn't end up sliding out. And just holds him out in front of her as she brings him over to the platform.
Just Sam's just like looking around suspiciously, like what is this place?
And then very carefully setting him down.
I'm gonna say that 22 carries over. Sam, you're drifting ever so slightly in place, but I think the best way to control your actions for the coming bit will just to be jumping up and down to avoid shooting off in a direction.
Oh my god, this is gonna be just like a constant run of acrobatics checks.
Oh God. So, Little Joe's little platform has lit up because he's standing on it. So is Sam's.
I guess Vinny's gonna head on over to one now.
Come on, get on.
Yep. All right. If Vinny picks a platform, it'll also light up. Bilgerat's just gonna go. Okay. Meso, heads up. I'm gonna put you down.
Okay.
Oh, that was easier than I thought. Puts him down on a platform.
Messo kind of like regains his balance for a moment. He did stumble a little on landing, but he's fine. He got a 16 in con.
Yep. And Bilgerat will just take the last platform. With that, all the platforms have lit up. There is a crunch and a squeal of gears and grinding, and you know those arrows on the wall? The ceiling is quite high up. It begins to lower. Everyone prepare to make a whole lot of dex checks.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Or performance. You can make an argument for those kind of rolls. But welcome to DDR.
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Can I argue advantage because Little Joe knows this game and knows how to play it?
Oh,
That's not a joke. Little Joe knows how to play DDR.
I believe you, and we've talked about the joke so much. This is all your fault, Jazz, by the way.
I regret nothing.
For the sheer spectacle of it, sure. We've said Little Joe is good at this. Let's make it canon.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's the roll then.
Yep, people can choose to roll general dex, they can do acrobatics, they can do performance, whatever works best for your character, because it is, DDR is partly a show.
Yep.
Vinny has no idea what this is.
He's still speaking, so it takes him a second, but he does at least demonstrate to the others. I'm assuming with a 14.
Yeah, there's a little bit before the ceiling hits the first arrow, so if anyone has questions or need explanations from other characters, now is the time before things get
Little
going.
Joe does explain. Gotta hit the arrows on time.
This is a bizarre puzzle. Dang, what was Bilgerat's dex again?
All right. His dex is a +2. Acrobatics is +4. Performance -1. So you're probably going to want to go with acrobatics, Vinny.
Yep.
Can Sam just have, like, it's breakdancing, but he's like air hockey, so it's instead of actual breakdancing, he's just spinning and he happens to hit all of them.
Just smacks a hand. Oh, I'm having a quick look at Vinny's sheet to figure out what Bilgerat's going to end up rolling. +4 performance, hell yeah! He's not used to having a charisma score, guys.
Oh no.
I high five you under the table. I got terrible.
This is the first round of dex checks. As that ceiling lowers and hits the arrows, everyone is attempting to hit the arrows in time with the speed that the ceiling is moving. Sam does the best. That air hockey is somehow a boon. Is he just spinning on his back and hitting like the arrows with hands and feet?
Probably, yeah, it's just like he's just watching the ceiling come down, spinning constantly, and managing to hit everything in the right time and order.
Vinny and Bilgerat's body, you have the extra appendage of a tail. This helps. You figured out how to utilize the tail.
She's not even dancing. She's just moving over whenever needed.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Kinda-
even know it's for dancing.
Yeah. Just rhythm game. And Lil Joe does pretty decent for the first round. He's getting warmed up. 14, not bad at all.
It's still a bit sticky. It takes him a second.
Yeah. There's a bit of extra effort just to lift up the foot and then go down again. Bilgerat and Messo, it's not going so hot. You're missing cues, both of you. But
Oh, you mean like the average performance in any rhythm game? Yeah, I'm not good at these. Oh boy.
Oh god, I just realized I need to have my calculator open because here's the all of our scores for every round get averaged together.
Oh,
So if a couple people are
lovely.
really terrible, this drags down everyone else.
No.
but if some people are really good, then it bumps up the score more.
Yeah, you know, that what's it curve that teachers like to talk about.
Bell curve?
Bell curve, that's the one. Let's open up the calculator app.
It
I got
does numbers.
14.
Divided by 5. Yeah, 14.2. So this gets a good scoring. Congratulations, everybody. Clap, clap, clap.
Nice.
Things speed up now.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
roll their things again.
Wah!
Ah.
Whoa, that's
Holy
right.
shit!
Woo!
Hey, Sam's just spinning faster.
Sam's killing it.
I think we all killed it this round. Damn.
Except for Vinny. Got an 8.
8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, divided by 5. Oh, that is not right. That's 67 is not possible. Hold on. Hold on.
No, it's 67.
No,
67.
67.
You were so good, you broke the machine, clearly.
Yep. I mean, that nat 20 has to account for something.
All right, 24. That's an excellent. Hooray!
Nice.
Things are moving along. People are getting in the groove now, for the most part. Yeah. And once again, the ceiling gets faster.
Ah.
And it's also getting low. It is getting lower. You're not sure what happens when it starts getting worryingly low.
Since all of us got good rolls that time, we ended up with a good score. We're just gonna call it y'all aren't half bad at this game.
It's kind of fun.
There we go, that's better.
14.
Your spinning is slowing down.
Momentum.
Dizzy.
Alright. And we're back to a good score, which is good because the tolerance for failure has been rising. Anything less than a good isn't so great anymore. That ceiling is now more than halfway down. Hey, Little Joe, just out of curiosity, when you rolled that D10, where did it go?
He didn't roll it very far. Honestly speaking, he probably spun it, so it stayed much closer to him. So it's probably still near his platform.
Okay. I want to roll off that nat 20 perception you rolled earlier. Hey, you know that divot in the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
Seems to match the die. You might want it back.
Alright, can he roll... Oh god. If it's close enough, I need to see if there's something he can do to grab it. Can he try at least?
Yeah, on disadvantage.
Fair enough. Rip the 27.
Wow.
Is he able to stick to it?
Yeah, does he just, like, stick out a limb and just try to... Bloop?
Actually what he probably does is he takes the hand he has that still has the pick head on it and just kind of, like, kicks it closer to his platform and is able to, like, grab it proper.
Alright. Excellent, that means it's in his hands and not his feet, which would have really, impacted things. When you do your next dex, roll on disadvantage because you were, like, trying to do two things there.
Yep. Fair enough.
One more round of dex from everyone. Things are heating up.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Nice.
Because he's already at advantage and disadvantage aside. So he does, like, an actual maneuver as he, like, bends halfway off the platform, comes back.
Hell yeah. Alright, yeah, and I'm not gonna bother like,
Hold on.
yeah.
I do want to roll to get the pickaxe thing off at this point. Is he's able? Nope, he doesn't do that. I was seeing if it came off as he tried to, like, come back onto the platform, but no. He is still stuck with that.
Yeah, we're back up to, like, an excellent score. You guys are killing it. What the fuck?
Yeah!
I will say, though, in terms of general performance, Sam's been doing pretty good. Most people have. It looks like, out of everyone, though, Bilgerat has been consistently rolling below 10.
Oh no.
You good
This
over there,
robot
Apple?
body. That
So,
robot body is not made for dancing.
it's made for daring do, it's not made for dancing.
It's made for being cannon fodder.
Daring.
Oh, God.
Lilda did, like, call over to Bilgerat.
He's just like, Bilgerat didn't answer. He's concentrating. He's trying to make these limbs move in coherency. And here's the thing. Because he's rolled below 10, like, all of the times except one, there is a loud buzzer sound. And the platform opens up underneath him.
I'd like to cast Featherfall as a reaction.
Do you still have Featherfall as a spell?
I do have Featherfall as a spell. I wouldn't get rid of it.
I mean, you were saying something about spell slots before game.
That is my second level spell slots.
Okay.
They're gone. My first
Alright.
level are still fine.
Well, great. You do that, which means I think that's going to give Bilgerat a chance to catch the edge before he just disappears.
I sure hope so.
Oh, what would that be? Something like Dex, yeah. Dex save. Vinny's Dex save is +2. No! He's falling slowly, but Bilgerat's fucking gone.
Is the ceiling still coming down?
The ceiling is still coming down.
You can't handle the rhythm, huh?
I don't think that's a good thing.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, just give it an hour. He'll be back with us. Well,
I mean, I don't like that. He would be, but what's gonna become of Vinny?
who knows?
Anyway,
You made him fall slower. He's not gonna get hurt from that.
the good news is the tallest member of the party is right below where the die needs to fit into the ceiling, so congrats. One more roll from everyone and Lil Joe can just, boop, pop that in the ceiling.
Alright.
Another nat 20?
Sweet.
What is mine? Yeah, I got 21. I'm lucky my mod's different this time, so even when I roll at the same time as y'all, I can tell which one's mine.
Yeah. Messo got 7, which also, Messo's also not been rolling the best. I think that's his third below 10, so Messo. The floor also opens up beneath you.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Roll to catch yourself from falling down there.
Hold on, I need to go look at Featherfall. Give me a second.
You can cast it on multiple creatures at once. Is that what you're looking for? So if
I'm
Bilgerat starts
checking if
falling,
it's concentration, because Messo wouldn't want to let it go on Bilgerat. Because
Point.
I mean-
if Bilgerat started falling, do you think Messo would immediately cast it on everyone else?
no, it's a first. I can't cast it. It's all right.
Oh, do you need a higher level spell slots for more people?
Yeah,
All right.
that's yeah. And Messo only has like a few first level spell slots. So
Yeah.
hold on. You know, if anything could ever load.
Little Joe, in the meantime,
Yeah,
you
couldn't-
can hold up that D10,
Yeah, he's
Just-
doing that.
slots in the ceiling. So that means the ceiling is now like only an arm's reach above your head. It does not stop lowering, but a door opens on that far wall. And there is sunshine and greenery.
Oh damn.
I will say, God, this is a very foolish decision on Messo's part. But, fun fact about storm sorcerers. Featherfall isn't a concentration spell. When they cast the spell of first level or higher, they can fly 10 feet in any direction. Messo is jumping in the hole with Bilgerat after casting Featherfall on himself. This is a very foolish decision.
So he just falls down his hole and flies
Look.
down.
Listen,
No, I'm all for. I'm the one playing the bitch robot who gets himself into like god awful situations every single time. I am encouraging this. I'm just
Yes.
saying. Messo also had a hole open underneath him. So
no, Messo, you can do it before or after you cast the first level spell. So before the Featherfall fully activates, Messo is flying to Bilgerat's hole and falling
God.
down that one instead.
Baby.
Are we able to step off our platforms now?
Yes, now you can. The ceiling does not stop moving, but the door is open. Mind you, the ceiling will block off the door if you don't move quick enough, because it is still moving. So the 3 people who are still up here can make a break for it.
Little Jim immediately just goes, "Let's go then."
What?
He's running off.
2. Oh, jeez.
They'll be fine. Come on.
Well, now Sam's conflicted.
Come on.
Cause the enemies are going both directions.
Who does he hate more?
Mhm.
You did get kidnapped kidnapped by that child.
I know, but then the robot.
Little Joe still has Sam's other boomerang stuck to the back of his head, so
True.
as Little Joe's running off, he can see that.
I'm gonna roll a D2. Okay, 1 for down the hole, 2 for out the door. 2 out the door. Chasing after that boomerang.
Now, I think the final question is, the D10 fits in the ceiling, but it also can just be taken back out and the door would stay. Is Little Joe going to leave it behind or take with or what?
Oh, if the door opens and, like, he tries to pull... my guess is the die is still slightly sticking to his hand.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He doesn't have a choice.
So he can tell. So he notices the door stays open.
Excellent. He doesn't have a choice. He just has the D10. Excellent.
I mean, he was good. I was saying that it just, like, slightly stuck to his hand, and as he pulled back, he's like, oh, the door's still open. I can just take this thing.
Yeah.
But if you want to rule that it actually just stuck to his hand, then
Yeah. So,
I'm for that.
congrats!
Okay, so
Little
three
Joe.
of us are out
Still
then.
slippery.
Little Joe, Vinny, and Sam have escaped the
How much
temple.
time has passed?
Oh, that's an excellent... You know, I'm going to say this is the 2-hour mark. And
Nice.
with a blink, Vinny, you were outside. You're no longer outside. Bilgerat was somewhere. He's no longer that somewhere. He's outside. What? Oh, hey, body. Oh,
Oh boy!
I have a question. Is Bilgerat's nose still stuck to Little Joe's hand from earlier?
I forgot about it.
I haven't
I
been... God, if I'd remembered that, I would have spoken like this the whole game, because I made a commitment. If Little Joe... I'm going to say no, but if Little Joe would like to, again, steal the nose, he can try.
That's if he notices Bilgerat not moving in the way he was earlier while Vinny was in his body.
His eyes are back to normal.
That's a point.
Yeah.
Suddenly, this rat is very expressive again. Little Joe could roll an insight.
Alright, let's see. Does he notice?
Trying to figure out. Yeah, he does. It's very slight, but there's like a blink, 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 and ears twitch and flick forward.
Actually, I thought of something worse.
Oh?
But, actually, no, both of his hands are still filled, aren't they? He's got the pick in one, the die in the other.
His entire self is sticky.
Yeah. Actually, no, the entire self. Yeah, let's do something really dumb.
Fuck yes.
Little Joe is going to crouch down and immediately wrap his arm around Bilgerat's shoulders and ask him how does it feel to be back in his body again. And he's fully aware of what he's doing.
Bilgerat immediately squirms and I think just gets more stuck. It's just like all down the side of Joe now. And he's like, what? Okay, maybe I should have stayed in the other a bit longer. Let go!
He's just laughing.
And I think with this we cut away to Messo and Vinny.
Hi.
Hi.
God dang it, I left my med kit on Bilgerat.
So, you have fallen down the same hole, which means you land in the same cell. Welcome to DDR jail, as I have affectionately called it. This doesn't indeed seem to be like a jail cell. Roll to see.
Let's see. I have my body back. My eyes. Not that they help.
It's really dark in here.
It is dark in here. A 9 and a 5.
We ain't found shit.
Can I cast dancing lights?
You may.
Yeah. There's 4 very electric looking orbs that kind of just come out of Messo's hair.
Do they have colors?
Don't remember if dancing lights have specific colors, but
You
they're
can-
probably red. That
of
is his
dancing
favorite
lights, I'm
color.
pretty sure.
I'm sorry?
You can change the color of dancing lights, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they are red. It is Messo's favorite color, so they are definitely red.
Eerie red glow.
What? He likes red! Don't at me!
You're not allowed to like the color red.
What?
A child is allowed to like the color red.
I'm just saying, red lighting in an otherwise dark place can be ominous.
I don't think you think that way.
But anyway.
Well, are you alright, Meso?
Yeah? I'm doing pretty fine.
That's good.
You know, at least it wasn't like a spike pit or anything.
Oh, true. Those aren't much fun.
Hey, Meso, have you noticed this isn't, Bilgerat anymore?
Oh, wait, should I roll insight?
Please.
Hold
Sure.
on, the insight modifier. That is a grand question. That I don't
Thank you,
remember.
Greg. Thank you, Bray.
I was thinking it too.
Not one! He notices nothing!
Yep,
is
this
still
is still
funny.
Bilgerat.
This sure is a rat.
That's probably Bilgerat, right? Yeah.
The good news is, with dancing lights, Vinny, with the better perception, notices that, well, the bad news is the bars in this cell are pretty solid, like, you know, iron and whatnot bolted into the walls. But the dancing lights light up the back wall, which has a corner that looks, it looks kind of crumbly.
Wait! I've been put in jail! I can cross that off my bucket list! Messo pulls out a semi-long piece of paper and a noticeably red crayon. It's actually kind of hard to tell. Everything's kind of shaded red, and crosses something off of a list. And sits it back in its hammer space. Alright! What do we do in jail?
Well, we escape, for one thing.
Oh, that's fun. How do we do that?
Let's see. Vinny is going to head over to the little crumbly bit with her crowbar out.
Well, I think that's going to have to be a strength.
Strength. Alright,
You know, Vinny's
That's a-
best stat.
that's a flat 20. Wait. Yeah, flat 20. That's a 10.
You
As
need
average
help
as we
with
can
that?
get.
Oh, yes, help would be good.
Dirty 20.
Hey,
How is this child the physical tank of the party?
He's not even that strong!
It's just in comparison. I mean, other than
What's the
Sam.
positive
party
modifier?
composition when you have character development.
Vinny, you stuck that crowbar in there and you got like kind of wiggle. You got a few like crumbs of dirt and rock tumbling down, but nothing like significant, mostly wiggles. Meso took the crowbar and just, I think, Meso, do you jump on it?
Yes, he definitely jumped on it.
Oh, with a dirty 20, I think the rock directly being levered just goes flying across the cell, hits the bars, the smack goes to the floor, and yeah, congrats guys. There is now a hole in the wall that Meso could fit through, and you can also feel a breeze.
Alright.
Vinny is getting her crowbar and then taking out her sword. And hold on, what am I allowed to turn this into again?
Can you turn it into a pickaxe? Or a hammer? Or
I could turn it into a hammer.
Ooh, that's cool.
I already have a hammer. Wait. I guess she's just gonna keep on going at that hole for now. Another strength.
Yeah.
That's another 10.
Another 10.
It's completely average.
Messo's a beast.
Mesa takes the crowbar and just sticks it into the wall again, and again jumps on top of it and catapults it in the other direction.
Another clang crash. Vinny, you could probably fit in here now if you squeezed. Wouldn't be the most
Okay.
comfortable thing.
Well, not like she could feel it anyways. She's getting her crowbar, putting it back in her backpack, and gonna try and get through the hole.
Alrighty. Inside this hole, it looks like the reason why the wall had crumbled, it seemed, was that water had been trickling down a natural crack in the earth that eventually, over time, eroded away and created a sort of big enough ravine, skinny enough for Vinny to crawl up through, and also big enough for Meso to follow after. And it slopes upward.
Nice.
And-
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I think maybe general athletics to see how long it takes you guys to drag yourself up here. You have no idea how far
Alright.
underground you are.
That's another 10.
Christ.
Oh, that's 5.
Hmm.
You guys are going to be winded by the time you come up.
Is it enough time for like everyone else to start being concerned?
Uh,
Well, for Bilgerat to start being concerned.
I feel like Bilgerat would be concerned if he wasn't furiously yelling, and it is something you guys begin to hear. You hear the sound of furious rat yelling.
And also, generally speaking, robots, or Little Joe's very tinny robotic laughter.
Also, just mad screeching.
Sam's still upset.
There's just a lot of noise.
Yep.
Vinny, I think we're the more like the emotional backbones of this group, are we not?
Yes, it would seem so.
If Little Joe heard you say that, I don't think he'd argue with you.
I don't think anyone would argue.
I mean, it depends. Has everyone stopped making a lot of noise?
No.
Nah.
Then probably not.
Vinny, I think you guys poke your heads up. The ravine widens enough that you can both poke your heads up at the same time, and it's a scene. I think by this point, Bilgerat has struggled enough that he's just completely plastered to Little Joe.
Little Joe's like doubled over and he's got like his right arm out. That's wrapped around. That's Little Joe started. He's like half stuck to the arm, half stuck to Little Joe's side. And he's just doubled over laughing.
Sam is currently just kind of ping-ponging back between the scenery in the background.
Alright, Vinny is taking her crowbar.
Do that crowbar, Vinny.
I'm going to try and...
You gonna roll another 10?
Don't jinx it.
Using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks for the crowbar's leverage is applied. I knew there was a rule for that.
Amazing. Bilgerat, for the real fun, he's definitely not noticed that Vinny is back. He's still screeching. It's kind of incoherent.
I hate you.
That's an 18.
Hey, nice.
I feel like Little Joe, because he's just looking at the opposite side, he might have noticed. So Bilgerat's still screeching. He's just like, hey, welcome back.
Sorry about disappearing.
You're fine.
So that's an 18 for the crowbar. It's a lot to do. This entire rat is stuck to Little Joe. But
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vinny sure makes work of it. Oh dear. I think with an 18, the good news is Vinny's also able to counteract the fact that Bilgerat's body, when a lot of force is put on it, seems weirdly kind of squishy.
Like a cat that doesn't want to be picked up?
A bit, like in the sense that cats are kind of Newtonian liquids unto themselves.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, a bit like that.
God.
But there's a horrible sound. The rat is free.
The rat's free.
Can I ask another boring question?
Yeah.
Does Bilgerat have like rat fur?
Stuck to it.
He's got a nice whack.
Yes,
Kraken?
yes. I would say yes.
Oh,
my god.
sorry, Captain.
He's got a fur coat.
As you pry Bilgerat off, and a lot of the hair just stuck to little Joey.
The hair is stuck.
Silhouette.
His
Rat.
shirt,
Looking at Bilgerat, and he just bubbles over laughing again.
part of his shirt tore and stuck with Joe as well. So there's just half a shirt hanging off of him. Oh dear.
Well, he's half incoherent, but he's. You can clearly hear him crying looking at you as he's just laughing.
Oh no.
It'll grow back, Captain.
Sorry, I missed that. My brain didn't process. Say again.
Sorry, but, I believe it'll grow back at least.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. This hasn't happened before.
Little Joe just laughs even more.
Just gives a shake like, ugh. Oh, this is cold.
Bilgerat! Bilgerat, got to go to jail! It's a whole bucket list to show off to you badly.
May I ask
There's in
what
fact
else has
jail.
been checked off?
That's what I love it.
Not a lot, actually. There's go on a boat that's been checked off. What else can I do funny? Go swimming in the ocean has been checked off.
Notably,
Fight some
do
pirates.
crime hasn't been checked off, but go to jail is.
Fight pirates. Fight pirates would be a good one.
Yeah, Fight Pirates is on there and has been checked off. Let's see, what's a silly one I can do? Gone dancing in a lightning storm has been checked off.
Amazing.
Uh,
Well, that's something that's just weirdly specific.
God. Okay, weirdly specific. I look at my boy. Gain found family has been checked off.
Oh.
Adorable.
He's showing off this list very proudly in the fact he got to go to jail.
Things to explain to Lady at a later date.
Yeah. Oh boy, this is fun.
I think everyone's been quite distracted by the sheer tomfuckery these people get up to. But
You could say Little Joe, it's fine. You could say it's the fuckery he's been causing, it's fine.
it's great. But You
Tyler's
read?
had to go for a second.
yeah. So we'll pause for a second. God.
Man.
We like this is the wrap up. We're in the wrap up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun.
We've made it out of the temple.
Did it.
We did it.
How many hours has it been waiting for them to get out of DDR jail?
I'm gonna say it was like not long, probably half an hour.
That makes sense.
So we're at, what, like, 4-ish? 3, 4?
It's been 2.5 hours overall then,
2.5? Okay.
since we spun the wheel.
Alright.
I will say, Messo has added something to the bucket list and then crossed it off. It is break out of jail. And then crossed off the bucket list.
Amazing.
Yeah, I gotta add more to this.
Meet a robot. Check it off twice.
Meet a cool robot, check it off once.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you could check meet a robot on 3 times since you know.
Yeah, that is true. Notably, though, only check meet a cool robot off once.
Fair enough. If Little Joe saw that, I get he would also say fair enough.
Yeah, like he's just doing this, like, right now.
Little Joe can't touch the list himself, or else it'll stick. But
Yeah.
he looks at Messo, like cross off or check off meet a robot 3 times, then do meet a cool robot, and then cross that off once. Like, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Uh,
God. What else? What else can I add to this while we're waiting for Tala?
Can Little Joe roll to get the pickaxe set off him finally?
yeah, try again. Go for it.
Let's go. Nope.
Definitely not.
Can you roll to hit Bilgerat with it?
Yes.
God, Messo can't get it off either. I think Messo tries, but just gets stuck to the hand as well.
Little Joe tries to get it off by swinging it at Bilgerat, but he goes wide and it doesn't come off.
Yep. Nope. Bilgerat dodges that.
Skating around in the background.
Welcome back, Tala.
Yep.
All
Sorry
right.
about that. Had
No
to go
problem.
For a sec. If you hear water running in the background, that's just the dishes.
Oh, that's me and VC all the time. Don't even worry. But yeah. What was I saying? Right, everyone's been distracted by like the absolute chaos that is Little Joe causing problems on purpose, then the tearful, heartfelt, very concerned reunion everyone's had after 2 people went to DDR jail. Which means people finally look behind them to see they've exited the temple. They are outside. The sun is beginning to set. It's still a beautiful day, and this is a shoreline, and actually on this shoreline looks to be a ship. Not as big as Wilma by far, but bigger certainly than the little, very much leaking skiff that you guys came in here on earlier today. Tough to say from here how good a shape it's in, but it's at least certainly got more room to, hold people and supplies and food.
Y'all seeing that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam has lost his fight with gravity and is sliding down the slope of the shore.
Oh, wait, Sam! Messo goes running after the coconut. God.
Are we all following Messo?
Yeah. Bilgerat goes like, wait, hold on, and runs after.
Fallen.
But yeah. Do we want to fade out on just people running after this wayward coconut down the slope towards the ship into the sunset? Some curse is still active and will be for a few hours yet, but
Yeah.
Looks at the curse where I have to take a long rest. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations, you've solved my shipwrecked island puzzle.
Nice!
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
No one died.
No one died.
That's a good thing. I got close, but that's a good thing.
Meso tried.
Only close.
Messo's the wrong person to be trying to die.
Well,
I
learned
keep
that
on
these
trying to
persons
put
are
Little Joe
robots.
into situations in which he will die.
Except he's just stupid.
Yeah. Hey, at least I cornered him into lore exposition. You're welcome.
Fair enough. But yes, absolutely. Do you know how long I've been sitting on that? That created him!
All right. Thank you all for playing with
Stupid
me.
shit that's happened in chat that has made me want to reveal it ever since then.
God.
Finally, all the fusion talk and AUs are open to you.
God!
Yes. Yes.
Congratulations, Jazz. You've revealed more.
All right. If no one else has anything else, then I'm gonna hit end recording.
Alright.
Great.
Turn my hand
Bye,
on the
folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye!